Yo, 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 what's up, my big dogs? What's up, my players? We back with another TPE. What's up, guys? We got
Yeah.
we got Greg here. I got him sick. Bro can't even speak anymore, just like me last week. Dude,
Yeah.
it's like panting there.
Hold on.
Dude,
Yeah.
dude, it was like me the other day too. I was trying to tell him something. I guess we could get into that story, but no, we were just sitting down at EDC. This was like during, and I was trying to tell him like, yeah. See, I'm coughing still too a little bit, but I was trying to tell him something. I'm like, the problem, the problem, the problem, the problem. Like it was just like 4 times. Couldn't even say anything to him.
Then you took a break and tried singing it again,
Yeah,
and then it didn't work again.
dude. It was like something about that, like that sentence. It just didn't want me to say it. I remember what we were talking about. I can't say that on here. Definitely not YouTube friendly. Anyway,
I don't even
we're
remember
back.
what it was.
We're back. I'm better. I'm definitely better than I was last week. Lost my appetite around the time we were streaming. Now I have it back. Got my shrimp and rice. How you doing, Greg? What's up? What symptoms you got, Greg?
Hold on.
Man,
Coughing.
Greg is cooked. Greg is cooked, chat.
You know the neck pain? How's that?
Yeah.
There's Jesus. There's the sweating,
Yeah.
and then there's the chest pain.
I didn't
Oh
really have
god.
chest pain.
It's more the throat, just from the dry cough.
Mm. I
But
had more of
yeah.
a feeling of like a tickling in my throat than anything that needed to be
Oh
removed
man.
with the cough. Dude, and like it would stop me from going to sleep. Cause when we were hanging out and I was trying to go to sleep, man, it was like I was just thinking like every even I was like always or I was almost halfway to sleep, right? And so nice. What I was thinking is like, yeah, I just need to get this last cough out. Could just, if I don't swallow after it, I'll just go back to sleep. But then inevitably I swallow. I'm like, shit, and I don't know what's going on. I just keep coughing after that. For some reason, I was imagining myself like going through a tunnel while I was half asleep. I was like, I just need to enter that tunnel, and then the cough keeps pulling me back. I'm like, shit, I gotta get through that tunnel. But then the tunnel gets like slowed down. Every time I swallow, I like get pulled back.
It's kind of crazy. I was in a place today where I had to sit for a long while, silent. Was that on purpose or what the fuck was that?
Well, I needed a cough. I usually do it away from the mic, and I just decided, right now would be a good time to just kind of do it into the mic. And speaking of the cough, like it gets to the point where it's like a dry cough, but not really as like brutal to your throat. It just kind of becomes this like sort of like wheezing that comes out, and it
Yeah.
doesn't even like affect you much as far as how you feel afterward. It's just kind of like a wheeze, man. It's just like air coming out at that point. Anyway, go ahead. Go
Don't do
ahead,
that.
bruh.
That shit was loud as fuck.
Go ahead, bruh.
Uh, I was in a location where I had to sit still quietly for a while. And I'm chilling. I'm like, okay, after this I'll go to the bathroom, maybe blow my nose a bit or whatever. And I get that tickle and I'm like, ah, okay. I'll give it like a
There we
minute.
go.
Give it a minute or so, it'll go away. And it just keeps getting worse. And I'm like, oh shit. I know if I start coughing now, it's gonna be one of those like really long, dramatic ones. So I'm like, I can't be doing that. Can't be
Right.
doing that right now. And then it just keeps getting worse. Where you're like holding it in and like you start like tearing at the eyes a bit because you're like
Yeah,
holding it in. That
dude.
shit was awful.
Like when I would go get like something in the middle of the night from my kitchen, and I'd have to like hold it in until I get to my room, and then I'd just be dying in my room after. Damn, I did not put enough salt in my rice.
Oh my god. I got a story on that too.
This is like some Asian stuff, man. I mean, I have barbecue sauce and shrimp on it, so at least I can eat that too. But it's like Asian rice.
What day did you get the quesadilla?
That was not day. That was not the last day. That was like the second day, I think. I want to say it was the first day. That
And
was the first day.
you were wearing 2 layers, yes?
Yeah, I was. It was like in
Okay.
my jeans pocket. Yeah.
Because I heated it up to eat right now, and then I thought, wait a minute. But
Yeah, I
now I
think it
guess
was
it's
actually
good.
the second day. No?
It wasn't the first day.
Yeah, it wasn't the first day. So then we're good. It was the second day, so it's all right.
All
You're
right.
exposing me for not wearing underwear.
You want to like go down that for a while because that's
Go down that
actually
path.
you want to
Well, you see, the
explain.
problem is, guys, I can explain myself. You know, I don't want to seem like a weirdo here. You know, the thing
Too
is, like,
late.
this was a couple years back, and I realized, like, and no matter what kind of underwear I'm wearing, like, I'm wearing like some like briefs, but I guess they're kind of loose on the end a little bit, and they're like riding up my legs, and I'm like, dude, this is really like bad. This doesn't feel good. And I remember getting some like tighter underwear, but then they were too tight. And I even had like, unfortunately, at this point, I tried some like polyester underwear. This was way back, just to see, like, because they had like this sort of pouch where you could kind of separate everything. Because I was thinking, like, part of the issue is like my balls don't feel comfortable in this underwear, you know. Um, so I tried that out. It was better for a little bit, but then it kind of got like off again. I was like, nah, this doesn't feel right. Eventually, I just decided, well, now I know polyester underwear are bad because I kind of came to figure that out around that same time. So I didn't even wear them that long. It was a short period, but then I was like, oh, okay. So not only are those bad, um, you know, I don't even find the underwear I'm trying, you know, different types I'm trying comfortable. So you know what I'm just gonna do? I think I'm just gonna try and wear nothing. It was like Kramer in that one episode of Seinfeld. That's literally my story, dude. Like I went through the same things he went through, where like it was either bunching up or too tight on the boys. And so what I said was, you know, I'm gonna do that too. And then I try it, and it was actually kind of comfortable. So I was like, okay, you know, mainly in joggers. Jeans aren't as great if you're walking in them for a long time, but if you do short term jeans, it's okay. Um, but if I were to do like a lot of long term stuff, I'd rather have some like sweatpants or joggers or whatever, you know, cotton stuff. But um, yeah, that's what happened from there. So like for a couple of years, over a couple of years, well, I'd say, yeah, over a couple of years at this point, I just hadn't been wearing any underwear, you know. And so, but then Mr. Greg over here, he says, man, you gotta start doing that because you can't be going commando in shorts, especially. I'm like, yeah, you got a point. If I'm going out in the shorts, so I'm like, let me go find a good pair of cotton briefs. Let me see if they work. They did bunch up a little bit when I was running in them. Not too much, like not bunch up, but ride up. They rode up a little bit when I was running them. But aside from that, they've been good overall. Like they've been pretty comfortable. So I'm even wearing them right now at home. You know, I'm
See,
comfortable in these.
see.
But
I
the
mean,
problem is if I am running, they aren't the most comfortable thing. Though they are more comfortable than jeans. Running in jeans, that's very uncomfortable.
jeans in terms of
Dude, those things
without.
chafe. Those things chafe if you use them for ages. Oh no, I'm saying yeah, the jeans are more uncomfortable if anything when you're doing a lot of activity. But these underwear still kind of like ride up a little bit if I'm doing too much and I don't have time to like readjust.
I see.
Yeah, so it just seems like it's an endless battle, between my body and underwear. I mean, that's for the viewers to know now. We're getting more people in, and we're probably gonna yeah, we lose them as soon as they hear about that. So there you go. Chat, if you know anything about this, if you guys have ever struggled with this, drop it in the chat. We want to hear about your story.
Yup.
I do. I'd like to have people that can relate to my experience, so I can feel better about myself because I get so many people judging me over this as soon as they find out.
Rightfully
Yeah.
so.
Well,
Rightfully
no,
so.
I don't think so. Underwear is a modern invention meant to trap the balls, meant to
Protect.
enslave your balls. No,
Protect.
it's a modern invention enslaving the man's nuts. You know, especially I mean, like so much underwear is not even cotton too. I mean, I know you're wearing cotton, but like, there's just such a common problem with where guys are going to be wearing polyester. So it's like maybe just normalize a little less underwear wearing, so that overall, if you can't inform them about the cotton or if they don't completely buy you on the cotton, at least there's less polyester underwear wearing, less washing, less of it in our water.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, think about the benefits that come from those detriments.
like what?
Protection.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway, how was the quesadilla?
I opened it up and it's like rock hard. So,
Pause.
yeah. I don't know. I might throw it out later.
But that's so much because so much of it was cheese. You know,
Yeah.
it was like over 50% cheese for sure. So I think that's just the cheese solidifying in the fridge because it was basically a block, dude.
Yeah. I might have to microwave it for longer.
Was it still cold inside?
I don't know. I didn't
You gotta
eat it.
feel you gotta feel around that kazusi a little bit, you know.
No, I'm all right.
Anyway, Mister Greg, since I know you're sick, but I have to put you on the spot here. You had been in attendance to the ongoings before me, so if anything, it seems like you have a story to tell, Mo.
Oh, yeah.
And I get to eat while you tell that.
I really hate this particular set of circumstances. Give me 1 sec. Hold it
dude
up
needs
for a
to
bit.
dude needs to cough his ass off right now, folks. Bro is just like dying on the other line, and I'm making him tell a story. I mean, hey, I was on the show last week. I was dying. I was dying at EDC too a little bit at the beginning. So, you know, we take our turns on this show and in life. We take our turns. I think that's a lesson for our viewers. Also, I mean, I didn't really take much for my sickness or my cough, other than like methylene blue and drank orange juice. What else did I do? Had something else. I want to say I had some other food that helped. Did have some broth. Yeah. We also had some pho the other day. It was pretty good. I mean, I know I'm kind of. It's not really a spoiler to the story. We didn't really like. It's not really involved with the story. We just kind of did that after, like the day after. But it was pretty good. Seafood pho. Now I got my shrimp and rice over here, folks. Pretty good stuff. Put some barbecue sauce on that bit. Left pocket dog shit. You guys know about that guy? I have nothing. You know about him? You
Yeah.
ain't no real cop, boy. Paul Blart, that boy.
Yeah, I couldn't even do that if I wanted to.
Dude, it was hard for me to do that when I was coughing.
You still did it though.
Dude, I was determined to say whatever I wanted to say, despite being in agony.
You didn't tell me it was this bad. Oh man, even with the aspirin too. The aspirin
Yeah.
is helping a lot. It's doing a lot of heavy lifting, but
Mhm.
Jesus.
Right.
Ugh. Anyway, why
I
don't you
didn't even
set the
take
stage?
aspirin. Well, hold on. I didn't even take aspirin on the days that I had no appetite because you're supposed to take it with meals. So I kind of raw dogged it too for some time.
You probably prolonged it unnecessarily.
Well, I wasn't hungry at all. I couldn't eat.
I know, that's the thing. You got to fight against that.
I mean, I feel better now, but I don't know.
You probably would have been better like 2 or 3 days earlier.
I don't know how much like that would actually help if you just forced it. Like your
I
body
think it
doesn't
would help a
even is your
lot.
body gonna even use it at that point?
Yeah, it's using it for fighting off the infection.
I mean, I'm just saying like its ability to utilize what you're eating, is it even really like there if you have no
Yeah,
appetite?
it
Then
has
why
to
would
be.
your
Yeah.
appetite signal go off?
Oh my god, you're fucking sick, bro.
Well, I'm saying why would the body signal you to stop eating?
Because it's using the energy. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna go into this right now.
But it
Set the
needs more
stage for
energy.
me. Set the stage.
Okay. Where do I start?
The general goings on, and then I'll take it from there.
Well, I don't know, because basically you had told me prior that there was gonna be a Thursday pre-party. And so I like this was like
I
the week
mean,
prior.
of the overall theme of the weekend,
The overall theme.
bro. Just say what it was.
It was EDC.
I was expecting a bit more than that, but
What does that even stand for? Electronic dance concert?
you would think so, right?
Yeah, what does it stand for?
Give me a sec.
Okay, he needs to cough his ass off, I guess, again. What does it stand for, guys? Let's figure this out. EDC. Oh, I just went to their website. Are they really going to tell me on their website? Do they really want to tell me about that? Hold on. And I actually just got like a ad on Instagram telling me like, "Do you want to go back next year? Tickets are on a pre-sale." Like,
Yeah,
I feel like there are people that, they probably already got them.
I know for a fact some people have already got them.
It's those people that are just like, they're mindlessly raving all the time.
There
What
are
does it
worse
stand
things to be
for?
doing.
Oh,
Electronic
electric
Daisy Carnival.
Electric Daisy Carnival. What is
Yeah,
Daisy?
it's I don't know, location, I guess.
But it has different locations.
Yeah, it started in Vegas though, so I'm assuming it's something over there.
Mm. Okay, we went to EDC, boy. We went to EDC, boy. Damn, bro's like that dog from that Seinfeld episode where Kramer like had the cough as well, so he got the dog meds.
Yep. Oh man. So a mutual acquaintance of ours. God damn, I fucking hate. A mutual acquaintance of ours alerted us to this happening, and he said it would be a good investment to partake in this carnival. So
Go, 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 go.
so we did. But he also said there was another investment to be made for the after and pre parties at a hotel that goes until like 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
So we did that as well. And unfortunately, Mr. Amezident over here uh, could not partake in the pre party he dropped $300 on.
Hey, it was day one. That was day one out of like 4.
Yeah, sure, but still, I mean, anyway.
I really only lost like $75 if you think about it.
Yeah, fair enough. But anyway,
How was that night?
Jesus, I gotta keep like constantly clearing my throat.
Yeah, just skip.
Anyway,
Just skip. Yeah, skip a little bit through it. If anything interesting happened that night, tell us how it was.
so I went alone because at the time I was rather in great health, actually,
Ah.
and I was in fact making fun of this person for not being able to make it for being in bad health and calling it a skill issue, which it still was.
Would you be able to go right now?
Yes.
Was there a point where you couldn't go? You think like a day out of this?
Maybe Tuesday, but
Okay.
I'd probably force it anyway.
I wouldn't have forced it, man. Dude, I was like, Friday was my day where I was like, I need to just go. But I didn't like completely feel ready yet. Like Saturday was the day where I was like, okay, finally. If Saturday were Friday, I would have been in a lot better position.
Yeah.
If I had had breakfast this morning.
So I showed up like it started at like 5, I think. Yeah, something like that. And it was just the pre-party. So they had like these rooms in the convention center of the hotel, and you'd go to whichever room you felt like was playing good shit. There were like 3 rooms. So that's 3 DJs, and they'd switch them out every like hour and a half or so. Different genres, house, techno, like bass music, shit like that. I met up with our confidant, who turned us on. Pause to this.
Whoa.
To this investment, and he's a fellow of the bass music variety. So I hung out with him for maybe like an hour, and we were in what was the guy's name? It was fucking Crank That.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, his name's Crank That.
What?
Crank That.
Crank that what?
He's Crank That.
Okay. Is this
Yeah,
like a nickname?
it's his stage name.
Oh. Oh yeah, we talked about this before.
Yeah.
I
Not
thought you
my
saying
cup
you
of
met
tea.
I thought you were saying you met this guy.
I mean, kind of.
Yeah.
Depending on how you depending on how you mean meet. But anyway, interesting guy, interesting fellow. Not my cup of tea musically. He edged me on a Dude
Whoa.
Sandstorm. I was a little upset about that.
Bro, this is getting too sus.
He edged the Darude Sandstorm. What do you want from me?
So you edged Skrillex?
What?
He edged Skrillex.
What do you mean?
Who the fuck made Darude Sandstorm?
That's not fucking Skrillex,
Who
bro.
the
What
fuck
the
made
fuck?
that song?
It's in the name.
Oh.
The track is Sandstorm. You fucking Jesus.
I forgot who Darude even was.
He's some Finnish guy.
I was like, oh, Skrillex made that shit?
Bro. You thought
No,
the
I'm thinking-
track was called Darude Sandstorm?
No, I forgot what it was. I was thinking of Bangarang.
Oh my god. Jesus. Anyway.
It's been said like that so much that I kind of just thought of it as the whole track name.
Jesus Christ. They always put a hyphen though.
Dude, it's been you've said it so many times like that.
Because that's how people know it.
Still. And it's been
Anyway.
said so many times in memes, I just forgot it was like a separate thing.
Anyway, he did that. He played that one Indian track and added a ton of bass to it.
The
That
one
was pretty funny. Yeah. I meant to show you the video of it, but I never got a chance to. And there was like one other track that I thought was funny that he played. Yeah, exactly that one. What the fucking Crazy Frog track? That was kind of cool.
He played the Crazy Frog track?
Yeah, he did. But he
What
like
about the Gummy Bear
bassified it.
song?
No.
Buy the Gummy Bear album in stores November 13th.
Anyway, I was in that pit because it's like basically like mosh music, and it was so hot from the body heat in there that I was actually having trouble breathing. I can't breathe. I was having trouble breathing, so I was like, I need to take a breather. I need a break. I'm new to this.
Dude, did you see the reel I sent you where it was like two dudes hanging out? Dude, it was like literally us just saying the Yes King audios in public just out of nowhere.
Oh wait, no,
We'll
I didn't
talk
see
about
that
that.
one.
Dude,
I saw the one where it was a guy breaking down. I'm new to this.
no, oh no, I'm not talking about that one. It's like two guys in a parking lot and they just start saying it to each other like the audios. It's like exactly what we were doing during that weekend.
Walking soundboards.
Yeah, so I guess we're not the only ones with autism out here.
I can test that. Jesus. Anyway, so I hopped out. God damn it! I hopped out of the like club room thing or whatever, and I had the other thing is I had experimented with the what's the word?
Experimented.
The infamous jukebox drink. And I don't know what was going on. Maybe I didn't eat a lot that day. I had that and only that. A green apple jukebox. That shit.
Just one?
Yeah, just the one. I wasn't like, blasted, but it got me there pretty quickly, surprisingly. Like, I was expecting to be buzzed, but I was a little past buzz at that point.
But it didn't do it any of the other nights like that?
I didn't have it any other night.
You had it one other night.
Oh, on Saturday, yeah. But on Saturday, I did get like a lot of drinks, so. But yeah. And then I told my buddy, yeah, I'm gonna leave because I had to do something in the morning the next day, and I didn't want to get too lit, as the kids say. So that's when I called it. I think it was like 3 or something like that. Yeah.
Spoiler alert, there was no day we stayed till 6.
It just kind of becomes inconvenient at a certain point.
Yeah. Who wants to do all that? Unless you're staying there.
Yeah, if you're staying there, it's fine, but nah. You probably should have at that point, to be honest.
Yeah.
But whatever.
We just
you want to take it away?
Cheaper option.
You want to take it away for the next day?
Well, here's what happened. On my end, at least. So I was at home. I was like, I should probably get going. I checked the GPS to see how long it's going to take. And based on the estimate, it's like, okay, well, it should only take me like an hour to get where I'm supposed to be. The meetup point. And so, yeah, I'm doing that, and I pack up and everything. And I realize, hey, as I'm like packing up, I'm like, oh shit, the estimate is going up. I'm like, okay, well, I gotta leave now then. I leave, and then come to find out, while I'm on the road, several times there were just like complete stops where it was just making the time go up and up and up and up. Just made the estimate go so farther up. Like there were points where there were no cars moving. I was just sitting there, and it would be like adding like 5 or 10 minutes to the time at a time. There were so many accidents, so many slowdowns, like unexpected and all that. It was just crazy. But eventually I do make it. I mean, not at the most convenient time, but enough, I suppose, for not really our purposes, because I mean, it ended up being a little too late, but I made it. And so, I get there, hit a quick quarter pounder, and a Coke, Mexican Coke. And then we go to, we tried going like to the after party place, because they're supposed to have like a shuttle that takes you to the main festival grounds. But at that point, they were already done with it. So we're like, shit, have to get an Uber. And then the guy drives us up, and as he's driving up, he's like gonna take us like to the grounds. But we realize, oh, we're slowing down. Also, by the way, and there were some hoodlums, or I guess I should say, African American teenagers. Well, there were more than teenagers; there were adults as well. But they were like on their bikes, and they were like selling parking, apparently, like down the road. I don't know if it was like their houses or what.
It looked like their houses.
Yeah, they're like, parking down this way, parking. And then a cop shows up, and they all scatter. Our Uber tells us, yeah, you guys are probably gonna have to walk this. Because there was no way he was gonna make it in a reasonable amount of time to the end. I don't even think the roads would have, been open all the way down there. But
yeah,
we do have to walk. We do
a while.
Well, see, the thing is, like the walk prior, like on the way there, I had enough energy to where it was like, this doesn't really feel bad, We walk down there, we get there, we hang out there at the festival. I mean, like, was there really anything? What happened that was relevant that day?
I like the Cascade set.
Okay, there are some good sets, but then,
exactly too.
But then, here's what happens: we're going back. We go through the main entrance. That's the way we came in. We realize, hey, this is a long walk. But that was like a first realization, as we were walking to the shuttle area. But then I see the shuttle signs. I'm like, oh, that should be it. You keep going. I'm like, what's going on? There's still a walk to go. I'm like, oh no, I thought this is where the shuttles would be. Dude, we end up walking this like over a mile walk, and some of it running, but or jogging.
It was like 2.5 miles. It was ridiculous.
It was at least like a mile and something, like a mile and a half. It was probably over that though, by the amount that we had to walk. But anyway, I think the shuttle driver said it's like 1.3 miles or something, but it felt like more.
I did not feel like 1.3 at all.
Yeah. Dude, by the end of it, I'm like, they need a shuttle to the shuttle, man. Like, what the hell is this? Yeah, there was some guy with us that like laughed at the joke, but he kind of laughed at it in a way where he was thinking it's like not that bad. Maybe he left through the other exit.
He probably did.
Yeah, because we found the other exit the next couple days, and we realized this actually isn't that bad. It was just going through the main exit killed us.
We basically went around the entire fucking grounds instead of just taking like the closest exit.
And this is like a festival ground. This is huge.
Yeah.
The guy kind of laughed. I think the guy was just thinking this motherfucker is like completely out of shape. Because I mean, I was kind of sick still a little bit, and I mean, I did have to do that long ass walk that was more than needed. So, and we did run part of it or jog, I guess, but still, yeah. So, I mean, at that point, it kind of makes sense, if you were in the same position, yeah, you'd probably be feeling like me too. But yeah, we make it. I was like, oh, I need a break. Oh. And it did feel good. It did feel good to have that break, because that day was just brutal.
Yeah.
But yeah, we end up staying there for a little bit at the after thing. We don't even again, we don't stay till 6 any of those days. But yeah, so next day
you want like 4.
You got any relevant details to add to that?
We met up with other guy. You met him for the first time. Well, first time there,
No.
I guess.
Yeah.
First time that weekend. Um, Jesus.
I met him the night
Um,
I became a fountain.
what? Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
met him the night I became a fountain.
Neither of us were in the mood to drink, so we did that. We
Yeah,
didn't do that
dude,
at all.
it was just nuts. That walk and everything together, everything put together, man.
I was so
It was
upset.
just
The
like,
fact that I was expecting to get there like 4 or 5 or something like that. We got there like 7.
yeah, that's true as well.
God damn. That whole day was just maximum irritation. But
Well, yeah, there was the next day too.
the after parties, I don't even remember what they were like on a Friday.
That's a great point. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't remember any of it.
Yeah,
That's very strange. I remember the Thursday after party, but I don't remember or pre-party. Huh. Well, whatever. I guess it wasn't relevant. Next day, we got there earlier.
but hey, we went to the Buffalo that day, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
we got a pretty well. We got about like a decent time.
yeah.
Went to the Target or whatever. Got you some goddamn underpants so you can wear shorts. Oh, that was the other thing. We were wearing jeans that first day, and that was not the move at all.
Yeah.
At least in those circumstances of that much walking, that was not the move. But yeah, I got him some shorts or undergarments. Then went to the Buffalo Wild Wings, and oh my god, that waitress, bro, she took fucking forever to get everything out, and it
Yeah.
didn't even get like a lot of stuff out.
Dude, like I kept asking her, I'm like, oh, I need napkins, I need sugar packets because I had some unsweet tea, and I was like, I need some. What else should I need? I don't know. Some extra. You needed some extra sauce, dude.
Yeah,
She brings like one thing at a time. I'm like, oh, I still need these other things. Oh, you still need these other things? Yeah, here, let me give you one more thing. Oh, I still need that other thing. Oh, you still need that? I don't even think she said you still need that. It's as if I'm telling her for the first time that I need this other thing.
it's like 10-minute intervals too.
Dude, it takes forever to get anything. Yeah, exactly. And I mean, like she was
They
saying, what it
weren't
was like
even
her.
busy.
She was saying it
They
was like her
weren't even
last day of
busy.
training or something.
Something like that.
So I mean, I was like, okay, granted, I'll give you that, I guess, but how hard can it really be?
Dude, there were like maybe 2 or 3 other like parties in there.
Yeah, yeah, it was not completely full. Like I would expect it if it were like packed. That's the service I would get if it were packed.
And even then, it'd probably still be quicker.
Yeah, I don't know. Like maybe she just write this stuff down. If she's not gonna remember, get in the
Yeah.
habit of thinking about it. At least. I don't know.
Or, just don't take 10 minutes to do it. Then you don't forget about it.
Yeah, that too. Just do it immediately.
Because there's like one time where you asked for the shit and then she went the complete opposite way of the kitchen.
Yeah,
And I had a complete perfect view of the kitchen doors. She didn't go in there for like another 5 minutes.
bruh. Yeah.
But it starts getting time for us to leave because there's like a cutoff for the shuttles. So the plan was to go to the after party place, park there, catch the shuttles, and then drive back after the fact. And we were like running really thin on time for the shuttles. Like the last one was showing up. And then after we finally get the fucking check after like 10 minutes again, we get hit with 5 o'clock traffic, which was just so awful. It wasn't even that far. It was like 10 minutes away.
Yeah.
But the traffic made it almost like 15, 20.
Yeah, dude. You were so upset.
I was really upset. Really pissed.
You were like upset until you realized we weren't gonna miss the shuttle.
Yeah. We got like I'm kind of like the last one or two. Something like that.
They still had some there.
Yeah.
I think we would have made it even if it took a few more minutes.
But we get there. Fuck, what's the second day like? Let's see. Second day we got there a little bit earlier, but not that much from what I remember. Yeah, we showed up for the Eric Preed's stage. We kind of just stayed there for a bit. for like the whole night actually. Uh, so that was pretty cool. I think the sets. Well, we saw more sets, so that kind of helped, but they were better. Uh, did we get food there that day? I think we did. I think that was the day I got the custard. That custard was good.
I didn't get the custard. Yeah, I did get the custard that day. I got it after you, but I had a hot dog before that.
Oh yeah, the food prices were goddamn.
Oh yeah,
Give me a smoke
hot dog was like
beforehand.
one of the cheapest things, but before any tip or anything, it was still like at least $12, and then after tip, it ended up being like over 15. So
Dude, I got this Korean rice bowl shit with beef on it because like the only thing I could find in the whole fucking festival
that was
grounds
day
with
one.
beef. Oh, was it day one?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was day one. I should have mentioned it, but the only thing there with like beef at the time that I could find, and I get like fucking sprinkles of beef on a mountain of rice. I was so upset,
yeah.
and it wasn't
Dude,
even good.
they have like no red meat options. It was like mostly chicken.
Horrible, absolutely
Yeah,
horrible.
so much chicken. Like, and then a lot of their options didn't even have sugar. Like, they had so many sugar-free things. Like for the
Or
drinks,
yeah,
at least the custard had sugar.
well, probably
It tasted like it.
they probably had sugar and like corn syrup or something like that.
Well, that's still better than the
It
taste of
is.
damn artificial sweeteners. But yeah, who knows what they put in that? Honestly, it tasted like pretty good. So
Yeah,
it probably still had some gum or something in it. Because I mean, it's gonna. But
gonna.
drip too
Um,
hard, don't stand too close. My fuck around, drown off these waves.
yeah, that was over my head entirely.
Gonna.
I only know Gunna because he was featured on the house track.
This is drip or drown, man. Come on,
Which one did he choose?
drip,
L.
drippy drop, tippy top.
Now that's a good track.
Dude, I've been watching this fish tank season. It's so good.
They stopped uploading season 2. I don't know
That
what's
sucks,
going
man.
on.
Dude, it's like so entertaining, honestly. They're only like 20 days in, even not even. It's like day 19 right now, I think, or something.
Huh. Because they started like a week or two ago, right?
Well, it's been almost 20 days.
So 3 weeks. It was recent, is my point.
Yeah. You will find it quite interesting when you get to it. Which you only do it when they put the episodic episodes out, and that's like a year from now.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to just cut in front. I gotta find like somebody that does good season 2
Cucumber Feet is good. He's really good.
for both.
He has all the seasons on there.
All right, I'll have to check.
Yeah,
that out.
I watched all his videos from season 1 till now. And he does like when it's on, when Fish Tank is on, he's doing daily updates, like hour-long videos every day.
That
Going
man
over
found
what
his
happened.
cash cow.
Yeah, dude, for sure. Dude, his subs, like every time there's a new Fish Tank season, he keeps going up in subs.
Damn. I mean,
Yeah.
if they were just timely with the uploads, like, I don't know. I
I'd
don't
say
know why
just
it
start
takes so long.
watching.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. Anyway,
And do they like, I mean, is that YouTube upload like, is that when they actually finish it? Like, did they have it up before somewhere you could pay for it, or?
no,
Yeah, so what takes them so long?
I don't know.
I feel like if you just have an editing team ready doing it, like they should do it in a month or two.
Yeah,
Maybe longer than a month. It's a lot of footage, but come on, like a year.
it's just
It's excessive.
either way. Second day. Goddamn.
Rip Greg in the chat.
Sets were good. Sets were great. I really liked Butch Rhoda. Butch Rhoda was pretty good. I don't know if you remember that one.
Yeah, I'd have to hear it.
He was like when you finally came back from filling up the water, which took like an hour. He was the guy right after the guy we first showed up for. It was like
Dude,
just pure tech house.
Yeah, dude, they had like free water stations But when it was like at the peak line, it would take at least half an hour to get some water.
That's crazy,
We
bro.
should have brought those hydration packs people had on.
Yeah.
It would have been a little bit of an inconvenience carrying that around. But then you could put like, I mean, even so, like you could put electrolyte packets in anything, but you could have put electrolytes in that and shit. Type shit. I could have used some electrolytes some of those times.
Yeah. That's what
I
the
would have had
festival's
to
for.
buy. I would have had to buy like a higher end version of it, but still.
But yeah, Matroda was pretty good. And our buddy, the bartender, he was telling me about him for like a year and a half now. I never got to it, but that was a really good set, gotta say. And then we get to the Tiesto set, and that crowd. Wait, was that the day with the where we were trying to get out of that crowd?
What day that we were getting out of the crowd? That was, I remember the last day we had the John Summit crowd, which is insane. Oh, you're talking about
Yeah, that.
he's talking about the Pride crowd. Yeah. Yeah, that
my
was the day
God.
before.
So we're at the Tiesto stage. He's doing his thing. Crowd is fucking huge. It's ridiculous. You can't even like throughout the day. Usually, and we kind of tested this out on Sunday.
Actually, I think
Progressively,
wasn't it day one that we had like the really like we actually had to go through the crowd, and day two we realized we have to avoid them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, day one the crowds weren't bad for the Cascade.
No, I'm saying, do we
Set.
have to go through that Pride crowd?
No,
So that was day two
that was day two.
when we went through them, and then realized the same day that we can't go through them again, or did we realize that Sunday?
It was, I think it was Sunday.
Yeah, we're trying to avoid them.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
you're
the
right, you're right.
Cascade set, it was pretty good. Like progressively as it got later in the day, and it seemed like progressively as the days went on, the crowds just got thicker and thicker and thicker. So like the Cascade set was at like 7 to 8 or something like that, which is reasonably prime time for the festival. But you still had like enough area to like dance around and like just chill. Like you weren't on top of people. You couldn't like smell their body odor and shit like that. And then even the later show when you went to like the Carl Cox and Vintage Culture set, that was also a smaller stage, admittedly, but you could like it wasn't really packed. You weren't like sardines in there. You could still like walk around and shit without much issue. But second day, especially that Tiesto crowd, it was fucking packed to the rim. You couldn't, and I think no, I'm getting ahead of myself. But the Matroda set was only a few hours beforehand, same stage. It was packed, but it wasn't that bad. And the Tiesto stage, you had to like fucking, man, you were like making friction the amount of times you had to like rub against people to get out of anywhere. It was insane. And like quickly, my thought process was first, let's get as close as possible because that's how you get the best view. I don't know about the sound dynamics, but it just feels better to be closer. Tried doing that with Tiesto, and I realized, yeah, this is impossible. This is awful. Let's just go to the back and take it from there. Pause. And as we're trying to find
pause.
Jesus. As we're trying to get out, I think you were leading the way, right?
Yeah. Well, I was following some people.
Yeah, because basically you have to follow whoever's like cutting through.
Yeah.
Like fucking like tunneling worms and shit.
Dude, yeah, for sure. I felt like I was in like a digestive system at some points because of how much like, I'd be squeezing through people and they would be like, their bodies would kind of like push me forward.
Yeah, it was insane.
It's like a piece of
you're
shit.
like, if you're claustrophobic, you'd want to kill yourself.
Oh, dude. Yeah, it was not great either way,
Yeah,
I think even just the thought of like falling into the crowd and not being able to get back up.
It's over. It's over
dude,
if you fall.
It's like just thinking about that because the day 3 I almost did trip at one point.
Oh, wait, at the Summit crowd?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
Dude, I almost tripped that day. I was like, shit, I need to not do that. You almost tripped, but that wasn't yeah, that was actually when we were just running around past people.
That
so
crowd.
The crowd, yeah.
Well, we're getting ahead of ourselves with that, but we'll get to that. But anyway, as we're maneuvering out of the Tiesto crowd, you see like one shirtless guy with sunglasses. It's like, I mean, they're all, admittedly, relatively in good shape, bodily speaking. But you just see like one guy, and then you like see another two, and then you start seeing like all of them like making out and on top of each other and shit. And then like, it's a fucking sea of them.
Yeah,
you were trying to, Jesus.
Dude, and the thing is, like, okay, yeah, it's a bunch of shirtless men. The thing is, you could tell who they were because they had these like flags where it would have their names on it in the side of the pride flag. They put their like
Bro,
name in it.
it was like almost if the crowd was an ocean, it was a sea of them. You would like try to get past. Oh, okay, maybe it's like a party of like 4 or 5 people, or maybe a party of like 15 people that are all like gay and like
Yeah.
that. But you just kept going, and it was just endless,
I don't know how they all met
completely
each
endless.
other. Where did they meet?
Bro, do you think that had to be on purpose? Right? It couldn't
Yeah,
just be
like
that
these
they all
people
happened
know
to
each
be in one
other. These
spot.
people know each other for sure.
Dude,
And
there's
I
like
think like
fucking
I was thinking like how did they determine who puts their name on those flags? Because there were two guys with names on the flags, and those are like where the crowd surrounds. So like and I mean I don't really see a problem with saying the names. Like it was two guys named Aaron and James where they had their like flags like that. So the question is then it's kind of like do they like elect them to have their names on the flag this year? It's like oh yeah
gay
James you go this
democracy.
year. Yeah we get James or they take turns. I don't know maybe. James you go this year. You put your name on a flag. All right, you'll go next year, Kevin. Yeah,
Well,
I
this
don't
just
know.
proves democracy is gay, doesn't it?
Well, I don't know if they vote or not, but the thing is, like, democracy is gay anyway. But I'm dying now. Anyway, my
Well,
turn. Um,
my turn.
yeah, I don't know how
Dude,
how
there's
they
like
decide
fucking
that.
like
Like,
more
they
than
had to be in a
50 of
meeting,
them.
right? They had to be in like a meeting or something before this.
Yeah,
Because
it
yeah,
was
there's so
ridiculous.
many of them. Are they like part of a club? Is there?
Dude,
Does the club do something other than be gay? I like what's going on?
it was almost well, it was pretty funny actually. It
But
was
what are your
comedic
theories on this?
how many of them were wearing the exact same shit and were just lined up like it was almost as if somebody had put like control like paste for like one guy and just put it in this whole fucking area
It's
of the
it's
crowd.
like they all came on their own bus.
For real.
Like there
I
had to
mean,
be a shuttle just dedicated to them.
dude, there were
Bus
so fucking many of them. So fucking many of
should
them.
have just
I
yelled "You
think
digging" to me in the crowd.
by the time we got out of there, we were at like the fucking edge of like the little like curb or whatever. So like from the very like almost like I want to say like center of the crowd all the way to the very end, it was just nothing but that. It was insane.
But what are your theories on how they all know each other?
I guess maybe like out of state
I
and they
mean,
all
are
decided to
they
go.
are they in like a Discord server together or something?
I guess
How's it
something
all
like
white
that.
guys?
They were all white.
How were they? Well, they're all like at least there were none of a darker complexion. You could put it that way. But yeah, where did they meet? Like I guess like it could have been some sort of forum, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. It's like weird. It's how do you even get that many people to convene with each other in the
Like
like outside of that? Outside of that,
how did they all get in that exact same spot though, too? Like
how do
not
they all
even one
have
of
the
them was like
how do they
somewhere
all have the
else.
same physique? Did they
Yeah,
all
it
go
was
to a
really
gay gym
crazy.
together?
Dude, how would you fit that many people in the gym at one time?
I just don't know. I don't know. Maybe they just all. I actually don't know because even if it was like a bar, how do you get that many people in a bar at once? It's crazy. I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
It's beyond
It's
comprehension.
beyond our understanding of humanity. We don't know how this
Well,
happened. We've got to live in a matrix at this point. That is proof we live in a matrix. That's
honestly, if I
evidence.
was on like some kind of drugs, I probably would have had like a psychological break.
Dude, I need a break. Dude, I can't even hear the word break at this point. That's how bad it is.
I can't laugh too hard or I'm gonna start breaking into a coughing fit.
I need a break.
Uh, But
Yeah.
yeah, that shit was fucking bananas. But
Oh,
that day, I think at that point, I think that combined with the just how thick the crowd was in general, I was like, yeah, let's just call it a day. Let's just go to the after parties.
but
Because
was
it
it
was
eight
already like
inches in
11,
thick?
huh?
Was it 8 inches in thick? You know that video
So
I showed you where it was like the guy who like they were like, "Would you date a bodybuilder?" And the women were like, "Honestly, not really." And then the guy comes up, he's like, "Oh, but would you date him if he was 8 inches in thick?" And he starts going on that tangent.
oh yeah,
Where
you showed that down here before.
he
Yeah,
just yeah, he just goes on that long tangent about like his daughter took her own life and stuff. That's not even funny, but it's just the fact that like this is his reaction. And so I was thinking about the 8 inches in thick thing.
Bro could not take rejection.
Yeah, but what if he was 8 inches in thick?
But yeah, we call it quits. Well, that was kind of consistent, just calling it quits early, just for like foot traffic reasons. And we find the proper exit, and the
Yeah,
walk to the shuttle was like not even cut in half. It was like maybe
it
a
felt like
fourth of
nothing.
the amount. It was like it really was like nothing. It took like
How does
10, maybe
walking around the
15 minutes.
stadium feel like that much more?
Because you're walking around a stadium. Well, it's
I
not
know,
even.
but it's not
You're
even.
walking around the stadium plus the land around the stadium.
Yeah,
That's what it is. Because
because
most
when
of
you're
the
walking through it, it just doesn't feel as long.
none of the stages are in the stadium. They're like around it.
Mm,
So you get out the entrance at the very exact opposite place you want to be for the shuttle. Then you walk around the stadium plus all the other stages and other stuff they have there.
yeah, and it's how they're also cutting off the roads and all that.
Yeah.
Whose idea was this? Who thought, hey, you know what? This is what these people need. This long ass walk out of here to the shuttles. I mean, I know there's like fairground parking if you go to the other exit like right away. But like who thought who like when they were setting up the shuttles, is that really the best they could get? You know? They couldn't block off any other part of the road instead.
It seemed to me that somebody was really bad at planning or had no
Yeah.
idea of the layout of the area.
Dude, like they just look at the estimate on the distance and they're like, yeah, that's walkable.
Yeah, for real.
They don't even go there. They just kind of like look at it on a map. They're like planning from like Vegas. They're like, yeah, I could do that. I could do that.
It's good enough.
Just thinking about like what you could do, like after if you haven't even drank or done anything, you know, eaten food or partied or stood up forever. No, it's just thinking about what you can do currently. It's like, yeah, if you asked me to walk that right now, I could do that.
Remind me to talk about the attire later. Maybe after we get through
The
the full
attire.
days. Yeah, that's
Well,
a
are you talking about the Gyats?
yeah, I am.
Dude, we need to talk about that now.
All right, let's just get out of the
The
way then.
Gyats went crazy, bro. And you know the thing is, like, I was talking to Zarius after this because he was asking me about it. I was telling him about it. I was like, dude, like there are guys literally letting their girls, like they have girls that are they're with their girls. Some of them probably aren't. I saw a girl FaceTiming a guy, but these chicks are literally just they have tape over their tits, like an X black tape, where you see every part of the tit except for that, the nipple. It's covered in that, but you can see the entire. It's like, bro, it's as if I put like tape over the tip of my penis and just went out there with it. You know, it's like you could tell what it looks like, bro. It's like what the fuck? If I put a little sock over it, you know, it's like there was a guy on Instagram. He was saying that I forgot. I don't know what show they took it from, but yeah, he's like, hey man, but what if I put a sock over my tip? I'm not naked. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. You know, it's real. That's relatable, dude. And like their asses were just hanging out, dude. These look like, I mean, you said even some strippers like don't even dress like this, like you know, like scantily clad sometimes.
Yeah, it was
And it's true,
insane.
dude. It's like they're wearing next to nothing. I mean, they got fishnets, but they're wearing next to nothing, man. It's like
On one hand,
this is like a Brazilian beach.
on one hand, you know, it's not ideal, but on the other hand, it's like, well, I mean,
My neurons were activating like crazy.
if I'm gonna see something, I mean, I'm
I'm
not
not
really
complaining that I saw it, but you got to have some self respect.
yeah, for
That's
real.
how I feel about
Uh,
you know everything like strip clubs and all that. It's like, yeah, I mean, I love looking at it, but you just gotta have some self respect, you know.
that second day, actually, the shuttle ride over, there's that one girl on the bus where she literally said something along the lines of like, yeah, if somebody were to like smack my ass or whatever, in like I forget what she said, I think like a
Walmart,
Home Depot, Walmart,
Walmart,
something like that. I'd be
yeah,
ready to throw hands. And but she's like, oh, but if somebody smacks my ass here, it's like whatever, we're all having fun. I'm like, what? What are
yeah.
you talking about?
What? What the fuck? You know the
Yeah,
JonTron,
JonTron.
dude. JonTron. I don't want to go on a tangent. I just want to mention it real quick. I guess I'll just mention it later. Let me pull up I'll pull it up on Twitter and I'll show it later. But yeah, I want to
Yeah.
talk about him too. I'll pull that up in a separate tab so we can just keep
All
going.
right. All right.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. You know Blueface.
I was thinking of the egg roll guy.
You don't remember Blueface?
I
Blueface,
try
baby.
not to.
He was like that.
No.
You don't remember? You do remember?
No.
Man, you remember him. Come on.
Anyway, shuttle was easy. Oh yeah, the thing that made me think of that actually too was that it's not in like the best area either. And then you have like thousands of
Oh yeah,
girls dressed like that walking around at like midnight. I'm like,
I
is
was
that
about to
really
say
the
something
best
naughty.
idea there?
I
That
was
just
about
seems like
I was about to nuke this channel. Sorry.
yeah, yeah, please don't.
There was. I mean, we if you remember, there were certain fellows on on bikes, and on foot outside and living nearby. And honestly, somebody mentioned this. I was telling Greg over here, like, how pit bulls they bite a lot, and somebody was saying basically, if you always have that like smoke detector in the house chirping, it's probably like Chinese water torture for them. So I thought, if this festival is going off with this loud ass music that you can hear like from everywhere in the city, like next to these houses, yeah, of course they're going to be tortured by that. Probably more than by smoke detectors. They can't even hear them. But by that loud ass music, dude, keeping them up, I'd be aggressive too. I can't even blame them. So
It's
it's
not even
like
their music.
it's not even their music either. If it were like the baby or something, maybe they'd go to sleep to that. But some like white folk shit, they're gonna pounce. They're ready. I think,
Yeah,
but they didn't. So that's good.
thank God.
Unlike an event that happened the week before, and yeah,
Yeah,
um,
yeah. We'll leave it at that. Uh, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so we get to the after parties, and I think this was the pinnacle of the after party day. We didn't meet up with Patrick, right?
oh, you just said it.
Whatever.
There we go. Who cares?
I didn't give a
Anyway,
last name.
yeah, there we go.
Uh,
Did we meet up with him that day? The thing is, do we see him every day?
yeah. Well, not Sunday. I don't think.
No, we didn't
Yeah,
see him
we didn't
Saturday.
see
I
him
think
Sunday. We did see
we
him
didn't see him
Saturday.
Sunday.
No, we didn't
Yeah,
see.
yeah, yeah. No, yeah,
We saw him Saturday. I'm gonna tell
yeah.
you how we
We
saw
saw
him.
him Saturday.
Yeah,
He had his friend with him,
yeah.
and his friend had tequila that he offered you, or that I guess I told him that you might have wanted some from. You
Why
try
would
it.
you do that to me? Why would you do that to
I
me?
told you it was tequila.
Yeah, well, why would you push that onto me? Why
I
would you
thought you were
give me
asking
that?
for it, dude.
I don't want tequila.
It sounded like you were asking for it.
No,
It sounded like you were saying, "Oh yeah, ask him for some or something."
I did.
Dude, yeah, you were talking about that. You were pointing at his bag and saying like, "Yeah." You weren't saying what is that. You were more like,
No, no. What I said was like he had they have like these camel bags or whatever where they have
mm.
like a tube where you drink out of, and I think I said like he had tequila in there instead of water or
Well,
something like
I
that.
was smelling the tequila, so I said that. But it may have been a miscommunication or just a misremembering of what happened. What I remember is it seemed like social cues wise, it seemed like you wanted some somehow. I forgot what cued me into that, but it seemed like that's what you wanted.
I don't know, man.
Um,
I'm gonna be honest. At that point in time, I was several
I think
drinks in.
I think you were trying to bum another drink off somebody.
I probably
Anyway,
was.
yeah, it seemed like
Anyway,
that. And I was the more sober one that night anyway. I had like the tall ass like Mountain Dew drink. It was like a double, but like some Mountain Dew in Bacardi. It tasted
I
like
don't know,
shit.
man.
Tasted
You
like
just
shit.
gotta. That shit
Dude,
was good. That thing went
they're
down
nah,
smooth.
nah. They're doubles. Like the thing is, like when you get a double there, it's like almost no like mixer. It's like almost just straight alcohol in a cup, dude. It was crazy. I mean, it was
I
good when I got
mean,
the screwdrivers. That was good. But
economically speaking, that's what you would want anyway.
the problem is it's harder to drink. It's
Not
more
that
it
one. The
goes
Mountain
it
Dew
doesn't
one is
go
pretty good.
well, the screwdriver for me was actually more easy than that for sure. Mountain Dew one, I don't know. I don't know if it's I don't do the dew, I don't do the dew.
Oh wait,
Um,
no, it wasn't Mountain Dew. It was a Monster.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's it. Right. Yeah, because
It
Mountain
was
Dew,
a
I think would have actually
Monster
Mountain Dew. I
with
actually think of when it went down easier. I haven't tried
probably
Monster until then, and so
Monster with 2 shots of rum.
I just don't even know if I like Monster. That's the thing. I have to try Monster on its own. But I think that might have been part of the disgust factor, if anything. Maybe I just don't like Monster. I've tried
It
like the Java Monster and like the coffee ones, but I've never tried the straight Monster.
it
Um,
really tamed the harshness of the Bacardi.
It probably
Like
would
the
have helped
rum,
if they used the coffee monster, even though it does have like carrageenan or whatever, but it probably would have tasted better.
the rum tasted like fine. It had almost like a vanilla taste to it.
I don't like Bacardi apparently because I had that shot in Miami, and then I have double here. Neither time did I like it. So clearly there's an issue with Bacardi, man.
I think it's just the shots.
I
Shots in
mean,
general are just not good.
true, and usually, what else are they probably using for rum pineapples? A lot of the time, it's probably Bacardi, but
Yeah.
you know, it just hasn't tasted as bad to me as that. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was the Mountain Dew. Maybe I just don't like
Monster.
sorry, Monster. Maybe I really just don't like Monster. You know, I keep mixing them up. They're both green liquids. Come on, and they start with M. Come on, guys, don't blame me. But anyway, maybe I really just don't like Monster. You know, it's possible. It's
Monster's
possible. I
all
just think
right.
it tastes like shit.
It's not the best, but it's all right.
Because if it were Red Bull, I probably would have down that way easier.
True. Very true. I
Red
think
Bull
I pre.
tastes like heaven.
Oh yeah, we did pre. Well, not even pre-game, but
Dude, we found
we
a 10
go.
on the floor, on the ground, on the concrete.
We'd
We
get
bought
a
we
Red
bought our
Bull
Red Bulls
from
with that.
the local
Pharmacy.
pharmacy
And it
before
was
going
epic
into
because we
the after
found 10
party.
bucks on the ground. I haven't done that in years.
Yeah,
Last time I found 10 bucks on the ground was like, or it was more than that actually. I think it was like 20 or 40 or something. It's like 5 years ago.
there's a lot more that time too.
Dude, I found a shit ton of money that one time. It was like somebody's wallet fell out or something. You know, it was like something fell out of somebody's wallet. I don't know. I looked on the ground. I looked around. I even asked, like, not people in the area, but I kind of like asked, because it was like where I was working. I asked inside. It wasn't anybody's there, so I was like, okay, well, then I'm gonna keep it. I'm not gonna do much more investigating because it has nothing to it. Somebody might just say, "Hey, that's my money," and take it. So I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah,
I'll only ask people that I think could have lost it and that I trust. So it's like at that point, it's like I don't want to take your money. But if it's people I don't know, and you know, I can't really trust that if there's nobody proving it's their money, if there's no like wallet involved or ID. But anyway, we
that's
actually
why
did
you gotta
find a
label
wallet
your
too.
money.
We did find a wallet too when we were there at the after party,
Yeah,
but there was an ID in it. So I was like, okay, I'll just give it back to the hotel. Like I'm not gonna take some guy's money. You know, if it were just loose bucks again, I would have taken it. But I was like, all right, I'll give it back. So what, you think you have to write your name on all your money?
you gotta label your money, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you could get like a paper clip with your name on it and put it around the money.
That'd be pretty funny, actually.
I mean, even then, it would help from it falling out of your wallet because it's clipped together. So it's like,
Yeah,
it's going to be harder for it to all fall out, you know, unless you're just turning your wallet upside down and opening it. I found a wallet before too, though. I remember in a parking lot. This was like a couple of years back, and the guy I was with, this was like the guy that DJs at a strip club. He's like, yeah, don't even give it back. But there wasn't even really like money in the wallet, so I was like, you know, I'm just gonna return this again. Like I call up the guys, like whoever's on his like, because I look up the address. You see, I do extensive research to give this wallet back because not extensive, but you know, more than the average person probably even would. Because I was like, I'll be nice, you know, I don't want to like fuck some guy over with his ID and his cards and all that. Like he doesn't have these, so I was like, all right, I'll just call up. Oh yeah, so I looked up the address on the voting records, found a number from that, a phone number, and so I call the phone number. The guy asks who this is. It wasn't him. It wasn't the guy with the wallet. But then he tells me my name, and I'm like, oh shit. I guess I have caller ID. I'm like, yeah, no, dude, I have this guy's wallet. He's like, oh, I'll call him over to drive to. Damn. He's like, I'll call him over to drive to you to get his wallet because I'm not gonna go get it. I guess he lives somewhere else. But the guy comes over. He gets the wallet from me. He doesn't seem like that thankful, you know? I was kind of that kind of rubbed me a little bit the wrong way. He said thank you. But he wasn't like so grateful, you know? He seemed a little like apathetic. I didn't like that. I was thinking, should I have even given the wallet back at that point? I went through all the trouble of picking up this wallet, taking it back to where I live, looking up how to contact you because there's no phone number on here, bro. I mean, I feel like I deserve more than that. Then thanks, bro. You know, I don't even know if he said bro. Just thank you.
damn.
But anyway, we did find a wallet this weekend too. I think somebody even mentioned it later. I heard somebody talking about a wallet on the ground.
Yeah,
Like
it
some
was
people
a
having a
guy.
side conversation.
It was the guy you gave it to.
What?
Oh wait, are we talking about something different?
This past weekend when I gave the wallet to the worker,
Yeah, that was the same guy.
there was a guy behind, like he came back up behind us talking about it.
Yeah,
Why?
I don't know. I'm not him, but
Yeah,
I
why
looked
was
back
he
and it was him.
why was he having a conversation like that? Was he looking for the guy? I don't understand.
He was talking to his coworkers.
Why were they behind us to get back in?
I don't know, man. Why are you asking me these questions?
If they worked there, shouldn't they skip the line to get back inside? Because we were outside.
I still don't know. It doesn't change the fact that I don't know.
Dude, I noticed that I cough more at night too. It's not even like as much during the day. Like it's like it pretty much is over during the day. Then it comes like to this time of day and then it starts again. I don't know if it has to do with what I'm eating or what. I don't know.
Anyway, I remember some of the Friday after party. We
That was a long
saw.
tangent. It was like
It was a
15
very
minutes
long
we talked.
tangent, but it gave me enough time to cough my fucking lungs out. But anyway,
Nice. You're welcome.
I remember we met up with a rave guy, and he wanted to go to the front of the house set
Yeah.
in the after party, and you just fucked off somewhere. I don't know what you did.
Dude,
But
I was
me and
not.
him,
First of all, you left to the bathroom, and then he says we're gonna go. I don't even hear what he says. They look like
this
they're
is
walking out
Friday,
of the
not
room.
Saturday.
Huh?
Friday, I'm talking about, not Saturday.
Did we see him Friday?
Yes, we did.
You sure this wasn't Friday? Or
I'm
this
positive.
wasn't Saturday?
Yeah, let me. I was taking the reins here. Let me finish this. Anyway,
Damn. Okay.
you
Okay.
fucked off somewhere. I forget what. You just went outside for some reason. I don't remember why. Well, me and him were in the house set, and he got all the way up front to the speakers, and I didn't have my my earplugs with me at that time, and that shit was actually hurting. That shit was awful, even though it was like the best for like sound and all that. But after a while of that, I'm like, yeah, I'm a dip.
And that's not even. It wasn't even the treble like it normally is at a lot of places. It was the bass.
That bass was ridiculous, bro.
Dude, yeah, it was hurting my ears like at the beginning, so I had to get earplugs eventually too. Or yeah.
Yeah, but
They were,
anyway,
like, high fidelity. It sounded
back
good.
back to Saturday. We met up with a rave guy
And his buddy.
No, he wasn't with us on Saturday.
He wasn't?
Oh wait, what's that Friday?
That was Saturday that he was with his buddy.
It was Saturday.
And so you all went up to the
Friday.
Saturday.
Yeah,
no?
yeah, it was Friday. Okay, so Friday we leave. We're like outside or whatever to do something, and then we're going back to the stages, and we see rave guy leave with like a girl in his hand.
Yeah,
like, what's going on?
So we didn't
He's like,
go.
I'll catch up with you guys later.
See,
No.
I told you.
No elaboration. We're like, damn, bro. We had left him for like 10 minutes too. And when I left, he was not talking to anybody. So
dude, he says his height is 6'4". He's underestimating our height too. Like I asked him because the next day I asked him,
hey, whoa. Let's not give too much info.
Well, we're not 6'4".
Yeah.
But I'm just saying he underestimated because he was 6'4", he underestimated how tall we were.
That can't just be height though. He's got to have something else going on.
You think he has lifts?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying he has to have something else that's getting him that quickly.
Oh.
Height alone wouldn't do that.
It helps.
It helps, but
what do you think he said? What do you think that was the game?
I don't know. We didn't ask. We should have.
Yeah, because he said he didn't even. I asked him. I was like, "What's your strategy?" And he's saying basically, he pretty much even said it was just the height.
No, he didn't say that until I brought it up.
Well, he agreed with that.
He
said he didn't even do anything in particular before that.
I'll have to ask him again because he must have some kind of like smooth way of like talking to her or whatever, or she was like really drunk and or high. Or he suggested that he had something that would get her drunk or high, which is another way he could have done that.
Hey,
I don't know.
Whoa.
What?
Why would he insinuate that?
Insinuate what?
Let's move on.
What?
Let's move on.
Anyway, Saturday. Back to Saturday.
Friday.
Yeah, I was getting to that. I admittedly don't remember that much of that night because I had a lot. But anyway, that's the day the day I start drinking a lot from being dry on Friday. And I had that one monster drink. I had a blue jukebox. And I had like two other drinks. I think I had like a rum pineapple. Or no, I had that fucking Jaeger drink. Yeah. I had that Jaeger drink that was awful.
It was rum, pineapple, and Jaeger.
Yeah.
The Jaeger definitely spoiled that. Who mixed that? Who like came up with that menu?
was a horrible idea, bro.
Monster and rum pineapple Jaeger. Like, who's
Well,
coming
no,
up with
it
these
wasn't even
ideas?
Monster and rum. It was Monster and vodka. We had to change it for rum.
Oh yeah, like I feel like that would actually have been not too bad. But anyway, who's coming up with this? Well, I don't know how Monster tastes like by itself, but who came up with this menu? And it was so
There were
limited. Like it's just
some
not even
very
good.
strange choices on the menu.
They should have had some sort of like syrup option. Like good.
Yeah,
Why were there why were their drinks so strong when it was a double, man? It was like get it. Let me
I
let me let me have something I can slam. Come on.
I was not complaining. That was pretty good.
Well, the screwdriver was my saving grace because that was good. We'll get to what happened the next day
But
because yeah, it
anyway,
was crazy.
Saturday, we're in this one stage set, whatever. And we're chilling, we're dancing. I've got like so much energy that day, I guess, from the alcohol. Uh, and this DJ starts playing, and she has the name Rebecca Black, and I'm like, wait a minute, I've heard that before, and I was like, it's probably just a coincidence or whatever. Uh,
And then I
and
bring it up.
No, 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 no. You brought it up, and you started giving me like valid suspicions, but it wasn't until she closed the set and she was like playing that
Dude,
awful,
but come on, even
awful
before
version.
that, even before that, I bring it up. I start looking it up on her wiki and her social media. I'm showing that she DJs on her social media. So there's almost like no way it could be somebody else. Stage performers, they're also like when you get to that level of like celebrity, you're also not supposed to share a name with anybody. Like you're supposed to have a different name that's like industry kind of thing. And so there was just so much cluing me into this. I was trying to show it to you, and you kept going, maybe I don't know. And then your boy, I ask him about it because I'm like, okay, let me, because you were like, ask him, he'll know. I say, is that her? He says, yeah, that's her. And then you're like, oh, okay, maybe it is. But I think you might have still been still skeptical
I
until she
was.
closed because your face like went like, oh, like when she finally played the fucking that Brat song, the Charlie XCX one, the instrumental, and then she puts her vocals over it. Did you see that other video I sent you today? It was like when the DJ does a weird like mix up, and it was like, "Why do good girls love bad guys?" It was over some like other song where it sounded like kind of weird to mix them. It was like reminded me of that set. I send you so much.
No,
I doubt you've seen it yet, but I did send it. I forgot what song it got put over, but anyway, yeah, she puts her song over that Charlie XCX song, and then it just sounds so. It doesn't even sound like in key.
it's she did a really good set too.
Yeah, her set wasn't
Uh,
her set. Her set was just ruined by that though.
it was like house, but like dark house or whatever. I don't even know what
Soiled
you
it.
call that shit. But
Soiled
then
it.
she played that last track, and it was like, what the fuck is this? This is awful.
Soiled it. I mean, it just went on for too long, and like, I mean, if she just had chosen like, maybe if she had chosen a different instrumental to put it over, it could have been okay. Just funny, for the meme. Should have put it over. Did I make a different recommendation for what she should have put over? What beats
If
are
you
going
did, I
off
don't
right now?
remember.
What songs are kind of popular right now? Other than that, I don't
I
know.
just want to be part of your symphony.
That would have been funny, but
It
I
would
don't know
have
how
been
you would
really
have mixed
funny.
that up.
I have no idea how you could make that work.
Yeah,
But yeah, you were mentioning something about the cow broads there.
the cow broad. We're at the after party.
Yeah, the two girls that were like dancing like in front of
Oh,
us and shit.
yeah, no, because I wasn't talking about her specifically. I was talking about this inflatable Brazil cow that somebody had. They had like an inflatable cow with the Brazil flag wrapped around it. You thought I was saying she was from Brazil.
That was after the
This
fact,
this
though.
other
Yeah, yeah,
chick
yeah.
that was dressed as a cow. Yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, and then I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I forgot.
Where was the cow thing? Was that like at the festival or what?
uh, no, they were both there. Somebody
But
had the
like,
cow at the festival, but they brought it there too.
huh? Okay, fair enough. Um,
I don't know. She
so
looked
then
ready to go.
she did. She did.
Yeah.
So what I remember after that is I had to keep using the bathroom because I had been drinking a lot, and it was funny too because I would keep sneaking in the exact way that they wouldn't let you in, but they're just the security guards would constantly just be distracted enough for me to get through. And then the second or third time I tried doing it, they just locked the room off because I think after the Rebecca Black set, you guys went to the other room and were doing the dubstep shit or whatever. So I was trying to get back in there, and I couldn't even get in. They weren't even letting people
Well,
in.
I think that night I just went outside because I was waiting for you and we weren't coming back in.
Yeah, because I was even trying to text you, but I had no reception there
Dude,
whatsoever.
yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
I had reception there just fine.
And then, like, at the festival, I had reception just
Yeah.
fine, but you had shit.
Oh, it kept going. I mean, I kept turning it every time I turned it on airplane mode when it was in my pocket, then take it out and turn it off airplane mode. It would start at like SOS and then it would have to like reload to get internet. It was weird. I mean, I guess there was just so much internet being used.
Yeah, I guess that's what it was.
Uh,
We're out. Second day, finishes there because I think after I can't get in, I meet up with you and you just leave. And then the third day, I think was the pinnacle of it all. Best sets by far in the festival. After party, a little bit not as
hey, but
good,
the
but
John Summit.
oh man, there's so much I could have said about that. But we get there pretty early for once. We get there at like 2, something like that.
Yeah, it was the day that we got there earliest, and it was hot out there.
It was hot as fuck. Oh
Yeah,
man.
I was
But I
dying.
get to see the few guys that I wanted to see. Pause. DJs. Who was it? It was like Space 92, Maddox, mostly techno type stuff. We take a break. That was also the most like we
Oh, I need a
walked
break.
that entire day because on top of the fact that we got there early, so we're there for more hours. We also walked like basically all the stages too because
Yeah.
like everybody I wanted to see was in a different part of the whole fucking festival. So in between that, eating a lot too, I think that day.
We
And
needed
then
to.
we did. It was really hot and we were there for like just shy of 12 hours, maybe like 10 hours. Uh what was it? And then we got those euros. Those awful euros that you tricked me into buying.
Yeah. So the thing is, like, I go up to get one. The guy gives it to me. The meat looks weird because it's like ground instead of like the kind of strips that they'll cut off a rotisserie kind of looking thing. And I tried the first bite. I'm like, it smells good. See, the thing is, it smells good, like the bread does. I try it. The texture, it wasn't what I'd usually get from a euro. And then I try it. I'm like, first bite, I'm like, okay, well, I think I can eat this. I guess we'll just get this. But then I kept eating it. I'm like, yeah, this is. I've never had a euro worse than this.
It was a fucking F tier euro.
Yeah.
And I
I
even
mean, the
asked you,
weirdest part is like, why would you even make a euro with that meat shape?
it's just kind of an odd choice.
It's just
And I
ground.
asked you when you took the first bite before I bought it. I was like, is it good? You're like, yeah, it's all right.
No, I
So
said,
I
I mean,
bought it.
it's all right when I took the first bite.
Oh man, that shit was not all right.
Should have asked me after I took the second bite.
How was I supposed to know you would change your mind like that?
I don't know, man. I thought it was edible, but then the more I got into it, I mean, it was edible,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, it helped. See, the thing is, you even admitted it held us off more than the custard would have.
Yeah, because they had like a shit ton of bread.
We needed that. We did need that.
Yeah.
That did help. See, the custard alone, that we would have burned that off like nothing.
That's true, especially with the amount of walking and standing we would have been doing. And
Dude, it would have been.
you
We
were
would have
kind
gone
of
like crazy.
stationary, but I was fucking losing it in some of those crowds.
Yeah.
That I Hate Models set, that shit was so fucking good.
Dude, my feet were
Oh
killing me.
man. I told you, you gotta start
I like
dancing and it won't hurt as much.
I like that one that we went to right after the Euro. Which one was that? Was that the I Hate Models?
The one where we went to the front.
We were basically there, but yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well,
it
no, I don't
wasn't.
mean the.
It wasn't the. So there were three. Well, there were basic. I think there were three, right? There was that first one after the Euro, then there was the middle one, and then we went to Summit.
Yeah. So we went to. God, this is hard to. So what we did is we took a break after Maddox. Then we went to the Trance guy.
Yeah.
But we took a huge break where we got the Euros. So that was the first one we went to, the Trance set.
I like that one a lot, actually.
Yeah. Trance was pretty good. It was a
That
nice
was
change up.
I think that was like other than the Summit one because I was hyping it up. I like that more than the one we went to after. Actually,
Well, we went to like 3 after. So
how many? We only went to like 1 or 2 after that.
no, we went to a few.
There was
but
one
didn't
where we
stay
stood
for
really
all of
far away.
it.
I think there were only
there was-
2. I think there were 3 and then Summit. So there was that first one, the Trance one. Then there was the one we stood away, like really far away on the set.
Yeah,
from.
that was Galantis, and then after a while, I
I
was
couldn't
like,
really pay attention to it because of how
this is
far we
kinda
were
mid.
standing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Then we
just
went
how
to
far
I
we were
Hate
standing, yeah.
Models.
That
Then
was
we went to I
okay.
Hate Models. And then we caught the latter end of Mal P, but that turned into John Summit. So
Oh yeah, I don't
the
even
entire
remember
time
the
he was
Mount P.
playing, we were basically trying to get further in the crowd.
Dude, I
so
don't even
I wasn't
remember
really
them. Yeah, I
making
don't even remember Mount P because of
So
that.
you were
But
talking about
okay,
I Hate Models.
I was talking about the Trance.
Okay.
The I Hate Models
Yeah.
one. That's where my like kind of I just started like zoning out a little bit.
Damn, bro. I don't know.
But I like the Trance one a lot, and I like John
Trance one was
Summit.
good. I don't know. He just had so much more energy than the other two. The John Summit one was good. The crowd was really the biggest thing. That crowd was
Yeah, for sure.
ridiculous.
Insane.
And you know what's funny? Before we got on, I was on that app, and people were even talking about how ridiculous that John Summit crowd was. But a few stories from that crowd. When we were trying to get deeper in that crowd, there was a girl. I don't know if you noticed it because it didn't seem like you looked down. There was a girl on like an inflatable thing or whatever, and she was dressed like all the other ones, where she had like basically a thong on, but she was like, she had something down there that she was like using in a repetitive motion.
Dude, I made eye contact with her while she was doing it.
Yeah, that should.
Dude, she looked me in the eyes while she was doing it, man. It's crazy.
Bro.
It was hard to tell what she was doing. I could tell that in some way she was being pleasured.
It seemed
And her
like she was
face
getting
also told
pleasured
part of the story
off of the idea that she was doing it in that.
while being watched.
Yeah.
She looked like the fact that I was like looking her in the eyes. It like made her want to do it even more.
Jesus.
That's how I felt. I saw that. I didn't really see anything like down there. It looked like she was like covered. I don't know. I saw like she still had the her outfit on from what I could see.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah,
But she was going to town on that.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that directly.
I didn't see it directly, but it's like, what else is happening down there?
Yeah. Looked like she was ready for something else, if you know what I'm saying.
For real.
I
But anyway.
didn't know it was that kind of party.
She was pre-gaming.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. That was a good one.
But yeah. So I thought we would have been like better off.
Also,
since we're going.
hold on.
Go ahead.
I just need to say, Gooner. I mean, come on, female Gooner. Female Gooners are insane, bro.
Yeah.
Female
And they get away with
Gooners
it
are
too.
Insane. Yeah, and they get away with it, but they are crazy. That is wild. And the thing is, like, they're going more in than guys even are when they're Gooners.
Yeah. They can afford to.
It's wild.
That was like the only thing that entire weekend that I saw like that too. So I thought the whole week it was like, oh, these people are relatively, all right. And then I see that, I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck?
I wasn't before I got there. I didn't know what to expect. Like I thought maybe there would be some freaks out there like that.
That's what I thought too. But then like the first 2 days, we didn't see anything like that. We didn't see anything,
right? Okay,
then,
there's no chicks getting pissed on or nothing.
It was the end of the day of the last day, so I'm like, all right, we're good. And then it's like, oh fuck.
I should have pissed on that chick.
Why?
Because it would be funny.
You would have been arrested.
It would have been worth it. It wouldn't have actually. It wouldn't have actually. That was a joke.
Disavow.
First time
Anyway,
I'll admit that was a joke.
I think you
Unless
had
you
to
liked
at
it.
that point.
Unless you liked it, then I wouldn't have been arrested. That's what they all say.
Jesus Christ.
Guys, that's actually I thought that was funny. But anyway, you got to be a little less sensitive here.
I'm trying not to get us killed.
YouTube, I didn't mean that I would actually do that. I was just making fun of the fact that there was a woman public, and see, that doesn't even make it better because they'll be like, oh, so what? If it's a woman. If it was a guy that did that and I said I was going to piss on him, everybody would be like, fine, yeah, you should do that. He
That's
deserves
actually
it.
probably true. That's probably
Yeah, so
true.
what the fuck? What the fuck, guys? You're telling me we're in Handmaid's Tale right now? I don't think so.
Well, Trump's going to ban being a woman, so.
Oh, I hope. So we don't have to deal with this. If all Trump does is ban female gooning in public, I think we've made a win.
It's been getting pretty explicit. Like those
like
Instagram
gyms and
ads
shit.
you've been sending me.
Yeah, Instagram ads, gyms, raves. I mean, come on, man. It's got to end somewhere. How long is it before an innocent crowd gets exposed to this? I think
Definitely happened already.
Seems like we're at more of a risk of a woman exposing herself to the innocent than a man at this point, which is crazy. You wouldn't think that would happen. When you're a kid, you don't think that women are like this.
Unless you watch a Michael Bay film.
Maybe. You think, okay, there are some creeps out there, but they're men,
Yeah.
That's how it should be.
Well,
there shouldn't be creeps out there.
That.
There shouldn't be creeps out there. What I'm saying is, for this to be happening with where women are doing it, that's saying something,
I still think I'd prefer that over the alternative, but I get.
I'm not saying I want to see guys flashing people. I mean, obviously, it's like probably even more scarring to see that. I'm just saying, as a society, for it to, that used to be the norm, that it would be a guy. You wouldn't want it to be a guy either way. You wouldn't want it to be anybody, but it would be a guy, and it would be weird, and people could like disavow it because it was, when it's a guy, you can say something about it. Yeah, but when it's a woman, you gotta like trip around it, So I don't know. We can move on. We're just, we live in a society.
Yeah.
Why so, Phineas?
So, for reference, it took us like about 30 minutes to get through that crowd, and we didn't even hit like the midway point, I don't think. By the time he actually got on stage. And at a certain point, I was like, well, this just kind of sucks. Let's just go back to the back. And then, like, as we're doing that, we see some guy that just, like, clonked out for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like one of the gay guys.
Oh, I need a break. Oh!
He needed a break. He really needed that break.
He was, like, out of it, dude.
There were, like, two guys, like, carrying him, and even they were having trouble, like, keeping him up and shit.
He might have overheated or something.
Or he, like, overdosed.
Or overdose. Who knows? Yeah, there was some lady handing out, like, overdose packs outside.
Bro, they had a whole tent for, like, overdose, like, awareness or whatever by the, like, the Bacardi bar place. Like, a whole center
what did they put in there? Like, testing strips or something?
I don't know. Some shit.
Interesting.
But, I was reading, like, the comments on that app or whatever, and one guy was one girl was saying that she K-holed while she was in the John Summit crowd.
Huh?
You know, K-hole?
Ketamine.
Yeah.
Hold. How do you hold it?
K-hole is like when you, I don't know entirely, but it seems like it's like
ketamine.
It's like K-hole is when you reach a certain point of the high where you have like an out of body experience or whatever.
But it only applies to ketamine.
Well, it wouldn't be a K-hole if it applied to other things.
Hey, we forgot to mention that there was like some guy out of the festival outside. He had balloons on him. He was selling whippets out of those balloons, dude.
Oh, I totally forgot about that.
Dude, there was just straight up a guy selling whippets outside. He's like, and he even said it. He's like, yeah, get your whippets here, man.
God damn.
Yeah. I mean, that was accurate, What am I supposed to say? Hey, guys, get your whippets over here. Whippets, fresh off the balloon.
Be way more friendly.
Hello, sir. Can I interest you in a puff of my balloon?
But anyway, Somerset was good. We missed like half of it, probably, or maybe less. But
I don't know. It was just like the last like 20 minutes.
yeah, got in the
But
shuttle.
that intro though.
That intro was hard as fuck.
Yeah, he started it with like a Life of Pablo reference where it's like I miss the old summit.
Yeah, I saw he posted it on his Instagram.
Nice.
I miss the old summit, that Dark Tech House summit. I hate the new summit, that EDM summit, that kind of shit.
It was pretty good.
It was pretty great.
I liked it.
And then he
But
like transitioned it into a tech house track,
yeah,
which was nice.
yeah. It's a good aesthetic, that Pablo aesthetic.
Yeah, yeah.
Some of Kanye's best aesthetic work.
But we head to the shuttle and back to the after party. And this time you're the one getting smashed.
Yeah,
Pause.
I mean, those screwdrivers, man. I started out with like 2 regulars, and then I went to the doubles. I start with the first double, and I get like a decent amount of it in, and then I start feeling it. But as soon as we're trying to leave the room, I'm like going over some chick who's like bent on the ground. As soon as I get past her with my drink, dude, she knocks her head, getting back up into my arm. Shit goes like right to the ground, spills all over. I look at her. I'm like, what the fuck? She's like, oh, it's all right. Yeah, you could take mine. I'm looking at her like, what? Take yours, like what why would I want yours? I'm thinking from the perspective of this is, you don't know what kind of chick this is especially at a fucking electronic festival, dude. The amount of dick she sucked, crazy, bro. I mean, that's all over that cup. But anyway, here's the thing. She gives it to me. I'm like, what is this? She's like, tequila. I'm like, ah, fuck. And I know it's just the straight stuff, dude. I know it's the straight stuff because there's not carbonation. There's no smell to it other than that. Like, there's no juice or nothing, dude. It's straight. I'm like,
That smell alone.
not drink this. I know I can't have this. I know I can't have this.
That
There's no
smell
way.
alone was so off-putting.
It's terrible. I think it's the worst smelling one out of like almost any of them. Like, can you think of a worse smell alcohol?
I would say vodka, but I haven't smelt it in a while.
I don't know how we ever did those shots with my one friend last year.
Which one?
The one that came like triple up.
Oh, that was rough. That was really rough.
Dude, that actually went down not too bad for me. But he was like, yeah. The funniest part that has always stuck with me, and I've probably mentioned it already like a second time, but he's like, yeah, like you're like, how am I gonna drink this? He's like, you got your chaser right there. And it was one of the free drinks that already has like rum in it. It was rum pineapple. You got your chaser. I love the guy. That's funny.
Absolute mad lad.
Yeah, dude, for sure. Dude, this guy is nuts. But anyway, yeah, I don't know if he'd want to. I don't. If he were coming back, I don't know if he'd want to do that again. But anyway, or maybe just go out. But like maybe just happy hour stuff. But yeah, I don't know, man. That smell. I don't know if it's just gotten worse because of association. But man, it's just, and I think ever since that water fountain, I think it has gotten worse because I could I know I did regurgitate it like that, but like it went down for a little bit, So I think if I had just gotten the taste out of my mouth, that would have already helped. But yeah, I think that made it worse. The fact that I did that, now it's like probably scarred me more. You know that what's that dinosaur Pixar movie called?
Good Dinosaur.
Is that actually?
Which one are you talking about?
The Pixar movie with the dinosaurs.
From like what year?
It's back from like high school.
Yeah, probably that.
Anyway, you know that one where like he's like a Brachiosaurus or whatever, Stegosaurus. No, I think it's like Brachiosaurus. He goes into the water to like drink some, and then he comes back out and like just spits it all over to the side. He does like dude. I sent you a meme with that before, where it's like, how it feels taking a shot after remembering what another one was like or something, and it's like that. Let me see if I can find the clip on YouTube. Let's see. I'm not going to find the caption, but I will find that. Oh my god.
It was funny too, because on Friday we were Thursday, I was telling you how like to save money, I'd be like, yeah, I'll do a shot, and then like maybe 10 minutes after drinking that jukebox, it became very evident that that was not an option.
Yeah, it is the good dinosaur. I guess I don't know if I can find the clip actually. I guess wait. No. Uh nah. It's not gonna work. Dude, I forgot that Disney's dinosaur was a thing though.
Yeah, that's why
Dude,
I thought you were
that's so
using it.
ugly. I used to think of it looks so good. This is hideous. Dude, I remember my grandpa saw me watching Thomas when I was a little kid, like Thomas the Tank Engine. He's like, how does this nigga not get nightmares from this shit?
He
Like he was
said
looking
that.
at it. Well, he didn't say that, but he said, I wonder how he doesn't get nightmares from this. Yeah, he didn't say all that, but he was kind of wondering, like, how does this kid not get like scared of this? Yeah, animation from that time when we were kids was actually pretty creepy.
Yeah, it was kind of horrible.
Like you don't think about it because it was just kind of like normal. But you look back at it, I'm like, dude, I don't see how. Yeah, I feel like my grandpa. I'm like, how the fuck did this not make kids scared? Like, what the hell?
Some of
It's
those
like ultra
faces on
realistic.
the Thomas like trains or whatever were really funny too.
I'm just saying this like dinosaur movie is like way too realistic. Like, but it's like uncanny, you know?
Yeah.
It's like the uncanny valley thing where it's like almost there but not quite. So it's just it's creepy, dude. I don't know how I can't even look at it right now. I mean, I could, but it's just kind of weird. It's like it's like creepy, you know? If I saw that in a dream, I'd like fucking wake up screaming. Right? Dude, that's scary. Okay, what happened? Oh yeah, John Summit crowd. Yeah, it was impossible to get through that thing. I don't know how much you talked about that. I kind of
Yeah. Yeah,
okay.
we did. I was at the after party now. After party where in the same room where you got your drink fucking knocked out. They were finally playing like some classic house. That was pretty cool. That's really all I have to say about that. What do we do after that? We were trying to meet up with Rave Guy, but you said he was like on something or whatever.
Mm. Uh,
So
yeah, I don't really want to
yeah,
out the
good
guy.
point. Uh, for reasons that are unknown,
He was on that Mountain Dew, baby.
that's true. The Mountain Dew does that to you. Well, he also does a lot of energy drinks.
Ah.
Either way, he was preoccupied and he was trying to find us too, but it just wasn't working. Also, the crowds were like way bigger that day too. So, oh, and also that was when I started feeling sick. So I was not in any mood to stay till 6. Um, so yeah, that was the end of that.
Mm. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So I guess that's it, right?
Pretty much. There's the
Yeah.
day after, I guess.
There's nothing that really happened. I tried sugarcane water. It was pretty good at the pho place.
Yeah.
Okay, so we were going to talk about the election. We still are, but I do want to just pull up some other. Oh, I guess we could just kind of pull the. Oh, okay. I got some stuff. Hold on. I did want to pull up this thing about JonTron first. This is political. Did you
Oh,
see Destiny
right.
talking about the election before it happened? I mean, he's just
No.
being insufferable as always, dude. He did say a lot of stuff. I mean, I don't know. It's not even really even like one specific thing. But anyway, nobody's posted this side by side yet. So JonTron's actually Eastern Orthodox, and here he is with the woman I suppose he's getting married with. I don't know. Apparently, but I don't know if he already got married or what. I somebody posted about it before, but here he is, W JonTron. Living happy life over here, even though people wanted to cancel him after his talk with actually Destiny. Was one of the incidents where it was like he was on Destiny's show and he was talking about like crime statistics, and so they really got him over that. He got removed from a video game. It was like the I forgot what they called it. It's like the Banjo Kazooie sort of. Oh yeah, the Yuka and Laylee or something like that. It was like the Banjo Kazooie sort of like I don't know if it was a remake or fan edition something. But anyway, or like a fan remake or something like that, fan adaptation. I should say. I don't know if it was the fans or the real company, or if it was people from there. I don't know. Point being, it was some video game. He had a video game character that he was voicing, and they removed him because of that. Because he got in hot water over these statistics, and so he's still out there making videos. He still has a following. He's not doing so bad. He's doing good. I mean, look at him. Life wise, he still has a success. He's still happy. He didn't nuke himself. Like, he's not in a terrible position. But then, Destiny, the guy he talked with, I'm wondering, where's he at, right? And then, I mean, of course, we already knew. There was this one video with his wife, or ex-wife now, where she was dancing with Abba, and like they were like,
Yeah.
right behind him, and he's like, "Oh, I'm not actually uncomfortable, guys," but you see him in this frame, and he's like totally uncomfortable about it. Like, dude, look at that body language. And then she left him for some guy. I forgot, some twink or something, and yeah, Destiny's probably not living his best life right now. He's kind of bitter, You see him these days talking about politics and all that, trying
He
to.
was having a stream during the election night that what was it? Brian and Wilson were looking at.
You saw some of that?
Yeah.
It was hard to tell what the hell was going on with all those people,
Yeah, there were so many people there.
There was so much going
Amaranth.
on. But
I think they said Turkey Tom was there, which was weird.
Turkey Tom, dude, I used to know that guy from like Discord. It was like this like smaller group chat. He was in there. I remember he used to make terrible content. I mean, everybody used to, I guess, but it was like, I mean, I'm just talking like production wise, like very, very, very low. And it was like, man, I'm like, is this guy? I didn't think he was gonna get big. I didn't see it at the time.
Yeah,
but he did it. He managed it. He was consistent. That was a big part of it. Even though he didn't have the best content at that time, he was consistent. Definitely got him up. He just kept making videos until something stuck. I mean, it was mostly like him gaining traction over time with those video essays, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess he found what worked, but yeah, no, I don't know. Destiny, I mean, he talked about like the Trump assassination and January 6th and all that and stuff like that. Destiny's takes in general have been like not good as far as he's just been very like liberal shill. And if anything, just saying, I don't know if it's for attention, but he's just saying wild stuff. I guess, and it's all like, he just seems mad. He seems upset. He seems like he has hatred, for people like that don't share his political views, to the point where he doesn't care what happens to them physically. And so, I'm sure he just went on that same tangent during that stream, but I didn't watch that whole thing. It was hard to follow. But in general, where does Destiny's life seem like it's at? Well, no more wife. He had that open marriage where she was doing other people. He's like, oh yeah, I'm totally cool with that. I'm doing other people too. But guess what? It didn't work out. He was still upset with the end result. Of course you are. Of course you are. How's that going to end good? And yeah, he has money, but I don't know, man. It's kind of tragic. I'd rather be in JonTron's position. So W JonTron.
Yes.
Let's see. So total JonTron victory. I never gave up on JonTron. There was no reason to. But whoa, let's back it up. There was no point where I said this guy, personally, individually, let's not include those takes in that assessment because, obviously, I don't know what YouTube thinks about that. But anyway, JonTron has always been my man. I remember really liking his videos in the past. I used to watch those a lot. And so, JonTron, you're even more base now that I know you're Eastern Orthodox. I mean, there's just so much about you, JonTron, that makes me proud to have been that fan of you back in the day. Thank you. Tobuscus is also pretty cool.
Yeah, I only knew about JonTron through H3.
Yeah, I mean, I think that might have been where I found out about him. But look at where H3 is, dude. Everybody he's had a falling out with, they're all in terrible positions. You have H3, you have Destiny, dude. They're not doing well. And we have JonTron with the W. Good thing he didn't stay wrapped up with them. That's a good thing. It's a good thing he was open about his takes. Because otherwise, who knows? But anyway, Um, yeah, just be yourself is at the end of the day, guys. Be yourself, and things will turn out good if you're good. Unless if you're yourself in your destiny, maybe not. If you're yourself in your H3, maybe not. So if you're not proud of who you are, maybe change that. But then be yourself when you're proud of it. It's a moral of a story, guys. Just don't have
It
that
is.
fear of being canceled. All right. Are you familiar? Actually, are you familiar with the 4B movement in South Korea?
I am.
Okay. Do you know about the origins of it? Because I'm actually not sure.
Yeah, I actually watched a video
Oh,
on it earlier today.
well, thank you. Because that brings us into the point I wanted to talk about. So please elaborate, sir.
So, from what I recall, this might be a bit off too, but generally the 4B movement is a feminist kind of reaction to the patriarchal culture in South Korea.
Well, let
The
me just say,
4B,
like, if you were to describe it, it would be a feminist separatist movement where, like, I guess to cover it for the basics of it, like, no sex or relationships with men. I mean, that's basically what feminist separatism is. But yeah,
you could
I
just
guess
let me, I could have just got to that in
I
like
just
two
wanted to mention.
seconds.
I don't know if you were going to say those, give the
No, I would
terminology
just
and
talk
everything.
about the thing and never mention what it actually is.
I was just trying to elaborate a bit for the viewers at home who don't know what that is.
Bruh. Anyway, the B's stand for what is the equivalent of no in Korean, and it's no sex, no relationships, shit like that, basically. That's basically it.
Well,
You
see,
ruined it.
there you go. Well, you had more of an opportunity to get in there and describe it a little better. I was just trying to get the
It took,
basics for the
it
audience.
would have taken like 2 seconds,
You don't
bro.
have anything else to add to that? You kind of
Yeah,
just
there's some shit about it being started by like this leader they had that was like ultra feminist, and then it like rebounded with like a Trump like character and stuff, something like that, basically. Yeah. So like these women are not having
did you know the
sex, they're not
guys are
looking.
actually like
What?
well, I was gonna say, did you know like statistically speaking, apparently the guys like went like really right.
Yeah, yeah, that
Was
was the
that
other
around the
thing.
Trump figure time or
Yeah, yeah.
okay? So like the women actually went more left, but the guys, compared to even other countries like the U.S. and all that, apparently like incels here have nothing on them.
Yeah, they're like ultra right.
Apparently they don't even think like women are actually like human.
Wow. I mean, that's consistent in the Asian culture.
But anyway, and also apparently somebody posted a graph showing like the gender ratio of Tinder in Korea, and apparently it's like 96. Like this is I don't know. I just saw this 96.6% male. There's no way.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so no wonder they're. I mean, like, okay, so how did that? How does this like what? I guess we're looking at a chicken or the egg kind of thing. You are saying it was a reaction to the patriarchy. What was it about that caused like sort of this effect? Like what things did they have in place where it was like they decided that separatism was the right way to go?
I think it probably has something to do with the North being considered the more conservative side. So that combined with much more influence from the West directly leads them much more open to ideas that don't exist in a more conservative, locked off country. And if anything, it would kind of, what's the word I'm looking for, incentivize going as liberal, loosely speaking, as possible to counteract with the enemy in the North. That's what I would think.
But like was it that like what kind of level of sort of when they look at it, what are they saying the oppression is when it originally what it was, as opposed to what I guess might be advocated for by the men that are reacting to that. To begin with, what are we looking at here? Just more traditional rules? Like
Yeah.
what is it? That's it?
Yeah.
And that was enough for them to go like we're gonna stop having any sort of relations with men?
Yeah. I mean,
Is
look
it
what
that
happened to the
bad?
Trump. Dude, look what happened to the Trump thing.
No, I know.
It's that, but on steroids.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying because it's like even here, it's like you hear about it on social media and stuff, but it's like, I mean, I don't see that the same way you'll see it if you go there. I mean, just looking at their numbers, you're not going to see like this low of a amount of women on Tinder, for example. I guess they just can't help being whores here. But anyway, I was gonna show this thing. I don't know if you saw this when I posted it today.
Yeah, I did see that.
Okay, so here's the thing, guys. This is the U.S. We're going back to the U.S. for now, but 4B movement. I guess there's women posting about it in the U.S. now that Trump is in office, because what the women here are seeing, at least, I don't know how prevalent that actually is. Because well, let's be real. A lot of it's going to be, yeah. Anyway, I don't even know, man, how to go over that. My point being is that when you look at the statistics of which women voted for Trump, it was mostly like white women, and they had a bigger share of the Trump vote, huh?
Latinos too.
How much of them was like shared?
It wasn't most of them,
vote?
but it was more than you would have expected.
Okay, but still, overwhelmingly, the vote for Trump from women was on the white women. It was those. They were the ones that actually had a significant amount of Trump votes. The other ones, they have more Trump votes than they used to, like in all like minority groups and stuff. But still,
well, not the black women.
Maybe not black women, but yeah, like black men, Latino men, whatever. I'm just saying, like, as far as like smaller groups goes, a lot of them started voting more for Trump. Probably not the black women, yeah, because there were some groups that actually just, yeah, they really didn't even vote for him. But anyway, point being here, what I'm trying to say is that it would seem that, still the other white women are probably crazy leftists that still want to engage in this. But my point being, you probably don't see as much of it as you would over there, because by group, one of the bigger ones, like one of the majority group, basically still doesn't necessarily all go even in the majority that way anyway. So you still have a significant amount of women that aren't going nuts over this, but there are a lot of women going nuts over it. Too many still, frankly. And when you go to college campuses, that's really where it's concentrated. Point being is that this person says, from America, who voted against Trump and has family that voted for Trump. This is her post. It says, "My red dad," and by red she means Republican. Okay, my red dad's reaction.
She meant like Stalinist, actually.
Well, I was thinking of a different kind of red dad, but
what? Oh.
Hey, they got rid of that football team. You can't say that anymore. Anyway, my red dad's reaction to telling him I'm joining 4B. Okay, it's getting worse for me. I need to take a drink. I need a break. Oh man,
damn!
I had to reset there with that lemonade. Okay, I'm good, guys. I'm back. No more red dads. Okay, I'm good now. My red dad's reaction. I should stop reading that. Reaction to telling him I'm joining 4B. My dad has been a Republican all his life. He voted for Trump, and so did my brothers. He grew up in Missouri. I explained what 4B was, and he said that's great. He was happy. Not the reaction I expected, to be honest. My older brother said, "At least you won't be a whore anymore." I don't know what to do. I'm bawling in the bathroom. BALLING. I'm bawling in the bathroom. Apparently, this is what she's doing in the bathroom over there. In the bathroom. Yeah. I thought I'd stick it to men by joining the movement, but it made the men in my family happy and even more glad they voted for Trump. Well, first of all, how are you sticking it to the guys in your family? Are you sleeping with them? I know your father's from Missouri, but I didn't think you were giving it to him, And even so, it seems like you weren't giving it to him if he was happy. But anyway, point being, why wouldn't your dad and brother be happy that you're, exactly what your brother said, that you're not doing that anymore? Wouldn't they want you to? Wouldn't they want you to not do that anymore? Come on. You're only
Yeah.
really owning the men that you never end up getting with, and even so, I mean, what do you look like? Because the kind of women that are doing this,
Well, she said what she looked like when she talked about her father.
yeah, I'm just saying the women that are doing this, you can't really expect them to be the highest of lookers because usually, even so, they say that that beautiful people tend to be more conservative anyway because I guess because they feel like more has been, or they don't even really feel like, but they didn't feel like I guess they have more things handed to them because they look better is the point, and so people are nicer to them. People aren't like people are just so much more receptive to their looks that they'll be better to them socially, and thus they're okay with the status quo. Is sort of the idea there, I suppose, with the study that they did. But in terms of why you would be like that anyway, I mean, also just from a perspective of availability of guys and quality guys at that don't just want to sleep with you once because you seem easy or fat. I mean, because you're easy because you're fat or not a looker. You have low confidence in your looks. You know, when you don't have those looks, you get more used up. So the whole sleeping around thing kind of affects you more negatively, and so of course you're more willing to sort of give that up. Um, even though you thought you were empowered when you did it, but clearly you weren't because you're giving it up to empower yourself. So which one is it? But clearly you think you're more empowered by stopping it because you know you're being taken advantage of. You just don't want to admit it. And so yeah, I mean that's really all I can say. Thoughts?
Yeah.
Hit the nail on the head. You know, I don't even think like even if women do this, I mean, who are the guys that are gonna be most affected by it? I mean, it's the guys that, in the first place, I guess, were having a lot of casual sex, not the ones that were actually looking for a quality woman. Because, I mean, those guys have already been kind of shit out of luck a lot of the time. Not all of them, but just a lot of guys these days. They're still looking for that. That's why you hear the passport bros wanting to go overseas. They're still gonna do that. I mean, that doesn't really probably not to South Korea, but it doesn't really change that.
I'm still thinking about the red dad thing, to be honest.
Dude, you're never getting past that, huh?
It really shouldn't. In any other context, it wouldn't have been that funny.
Let's
It
take it
really
off.
wouldn't have been that funny.
I didn't even think about that until I read it now. It just came to me.
Jesus. But
Let's
yeah,
see.
it's really funny how sticking it to the men is looking for a reaction from the men.
Yeah.
And then when you don't get it, you throw a fit.
I
It's
mean,
just
it's a sex
interesting how that
strike.
turns out.
It's a sex strike. And then your family, of course, is fine with that because they wanted you to do that the whole time because you were making them embarrassed to be related to you when you weren't
Yeah.
doing it. And then the guys who just
Mom and
wanted,
dad,
yeah,
I'm not going to be sleeping around anymore because Trump won. Oh, okay. Thanks.
if only he had won in 2020. But, so I bet that's what they're thinking. But anyway, on top of that, the guys who weren't really like, having a lot of casual sex to begin with, they're just looking for a good woman. I mean, now they're not really phased by it because you were just sleeping with a bunch of guys and they're like, well, I was looking for a woman that didn't do that. They're not going to be with you. They're probably not going to be with you, but they're at least, okay, well, there's less whores around. I mean, maybe there's more time now for a woman to actually kind of, save herself or something. I don't know. Kind of like a cool down, if
She
anything,
don't
at
want to
best.
be saved.
At
Don't
best, yeah.
save her.
At best, it's kind of like a cool down for the sort of casual sex stuff. At worst, it's like, okay, well, I was gonna do, I wasn't gonna go out with any of them anyway. I was just gonna go overseas, or something, or just look at a different location, like a smaller area, more conservative.
At the
Um,
very least, what you get is more red flags to avert your gaze from like the whole shaving of the head shit. It's like,
yeah.
oh, okay,
Oh,
cool. Now
yeah,
I
for
know.
sure, for sure. That too. You're making yourself known. Oh yeah, so you slept around before this? That's crazy.
Wow,
Now
that's
I know.
crazy.
Now I know. And now you're
You're paying
bald.
for the bill now.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it works. But And then the guys that that are most affected that were just getting easy sex, are they still not going to get that from somewhere else because it's pretty abundant if they're already
Bro,
getting it?
I don't think a girl that was going to give out sex beforehand, any of those girls that actually have some kind of value in terms of their looks and shit would just stop because I don't think they would give a shit at all in the slightest.
The lookers won't.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like
It's
nothing
really just
changed.
got to be women that already knew something was going on as far as why they don't have
Marine
a
mammals.
boyfriend. Why they don't have a boyfriend, but they keep having sex with random guys. They probably caught on once Trump won, and they're like, well,
Oh
now I can't even
no.
get rid of it if something happens. I know that the next guy I'm gonna sleep with, if I get pregnant, I'm gonna have to abort this. That's a weird mindset, don't you think? It's
It's
like,
very weird.
yeah, I know that if I go have sex, it's gonna be from somebody that I can't trust to be there if I get pregnant. It's weird. Why are you thinking like this as a woman? Shouldn't you be selecting for guys? I mean, it's probably part of it's birth control, obviously. That shit messes with you. But as far as what do you even think of guys, which kind of guys you're into and all that, and you start picking the wrong partners because of it. But even so, it's like I have or if you're a woman, you say this, I have an opportunity. You should be thinking this. I have an opportunity to filter out all the guys that really wouldn't be matching my criteria. I can find a guy now while I'm pretty and stuff and young, and he could be great for me, and he could give me everything I want, like a family and all that, if I can find the right guy. And it's not impossible. If you're pretty, there's the top guys, and if you can make yourself prettier too, because you could just look smacks. But even as a woman, I mean, it's probably weird to say it like that, but I mean, you can get prettier. Maybe you don't know how, but you can get prettier. You got
Butter.
that, huh? Yeah, butter. Yeah, for sure. They don't think that, but if a bitch is eating a stick of butter,
I
it's pretty
think
good.
a photo of a girl eating a stick of butter alone would be a turn on.
I'd have to impregnate that as soon as I see it. But
For
anyway,
real.
point being, you got that time, you got availability, you got more of odds of finding it when you're young anyway. Why wait for a worse thing later down the road that you have to settle for, that you're not even going to be happy in? You're going to make the guy you're with miserable. You're probably going to get divorced anyway after the fact, after you have kids, or maybe not. I don't know.
I never actually loved you. Have you seen that shit?
What?
It was one of the Bad Billy Pratt, is that his name?
Mm.
One of his
Yeah,
posts
no,
on
I
a Twitter.
I remember seeing that caption. I just don't remember what the content of the post was.
His
It was some guy
girlfriend,
talking about
his
how
wife.
he was really happy with her or something.
His
I didn't read
wife
it. Let's look it up.
was
Let's look it up.
introverted.
Let's look it up.
Okay, I was just gonna tell you, but whatever.
I want to read it.
All
I want to
right.
read it. What's his Jeez. Billy Pratt. Let's see what's up, man. Uh, I love his twist ending stuff.
What?
He has like ones where he says twist ending. You should look those up. Pretty good. Um, Sometimes it's like a guy's about to eat a girl out, and then she's like he threw up while he was eating me out, and then at the end it talks about how he complained about the smell before he did it, and then he's like, "Oh, now you're wondering why you did that? Why you threw up?" What is this? Well, I see this one. How many women out there actively hate their husbands? Because this one says, "I love
Mm,
my wife and want to be with her more than anyone else. I'm
that
going
is
to
not what I
suggest we
said.
divorce anyway." That's the one I
This is
saw.
not what I said.
Uh, yeah, because she doesn't like spending time with him.
Different, different one.
How long ago was it?
I saw last night.
Was it recent?
I don't know.
Quirk Chungus. What the fuck? I know you can't see what I'm seeing, but I find it funny. Are you okay? Did you just fall over?
Don't worry about it.
Quirk Chungus 10 years later? What is he talking? Oh, shit.
Whoa.
Quirk Chungus, yeah. You got some cans.
Holy shit.
That's crazy. Dude, how's this possible?
That doesn't look real.
I feel like it is still.
No, it is real, but it like
Yeah, it just doesn't look real, dude. Oh my god, those are like airbags. If you're in a car accident and you hit those, you'll live. It'll protect your head from a car collision. What am I looking at? Jessica Simpson? What happened to you?
Skeletor.
Is that even her? Looks like a dude. Hold on. Whoops. This guy fell in love with a stripper.
Oh, you know about that.
Hey, I didn't say I fell in love. She said she
mean,
was physically attractive, you know.
I mean, other guy did.
Steven?
Yeah, Steven.
Did Steven actually fall in love?
No.
What? I did
Wait,
something
what?
weird with my
Hold
dead
on.
cat. 10 days ago, I had to have my cat put down suddenly at the emergency vet when he stopped being able to breathe. I can't breathe. I was very, very close with my cat, and I'm still in shock. I chose to bring my cat home in a little body bag, which the vet put his name on it so that I could bury him myself. But when I went to bury him, I just couldn't bring myself to do it. So I took him out of the bag. They said I could bury him in the bag, but I couldn't part with the bag for some reason. Then I wrapped him in a towel and placed him in the woods behind my house with some leaves over him. For several days, I went and uncovered his body, and sat with him in the woods talking to him.
Huh.
I mean, I thought it could have been a lot worse than that.
Yeah, this just seems like someone that's a bit too attached to their cat.
Yeah, it just seems like you're really, really upset over that cat death. Yeah, I thought it was going to be creepy. Like, you know, I thought it was going to be someone.
Yeah,
like,
no.
I thought he was going to fall in love with it.
Get it.
Steven with that stripper. All right, let's see.
I gotta find out what's with that Quirk Chungus, bro.
Quirk Chungus is like, it's like a whole thing about like chicks that are quirky. I guess they're also fat because you see, but I don't know. This one was supposed to be fat. It was like this meme, like this illustration. I don't know if that was like the only thing that happened, but she has like shorts on and like refers to memes and stuff. So like, I guess the joke here being
the internet girl.
Yeah, she's like into internet stuff here. The Star Wars parody thing that I can't remember the name of.
Spaceballs.
Yeah, she's making a. I don't know if she made that or if she's just holding it up. Why would she just hold it up? I don't know. Maybe she bought it and is proud of it, but it looks like she painted it. So she did something quirky, and she's got tits. I don't know. I don't know, but anyway, let's see. Where is this? Husband says I'm secretive with my phone.
No.
It's an L. I have nothing that makes me happy in life.
Death metal?
I gaslight my husband when we fight.
No.
Wife ruining once in a lifetime trip, of course.
No, not that
one. She's on her period and everything I say irritates her. I want to read that. Everything I do makes her angry. I understand that as a man. I'll never know what it's like to menstruate. I try to be understanding. I take the mean jabs from her while trying to hold my temper. Okay, bro, I don't know. 2 nights ago, we argued. Let's see. I greet her romantically this morning. It's not that interesting, is it?
I think that's the one down there.
Is he being too nice?
I think this is the one.
My wife is acting like a whole different person.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a look. This is what Greg says we got to read. All right, so.
No, this isn't it, but I read
no?
this one. This is a different one.
So don't read this one.
I mean, you can.
Is it that interesting?
Oh, it's the same kind of deal.
Okay, well, how about we read the one that you were talking about?
All right, keep going.
Why is he saying fellas to this? He says fellas to some weird stuff. He says fellas to some weird chicks. Like, they don't even look that good. And he's like, fellas.
Keep going.
Me and my boyfriend are experimenting Sunday. Wait, what are they experimenting with?
Oh, man.
Because I don't want any judgment. You see that? Because Ion want any judgment. Ion.
I don't want any judgment.
But from people close to me, but damn. We are having a threesome with a woman I became friends with about 5 months ago. I don't know if she actually like is she not white? Because I think she just might be typing like that, but that's weird.
It doesn't
You're on
seem like
Reddit.
Reddit would be the place for not white people. Oh
Yeah.
God, that was a fake voice crack. That was because of the
But
cold.
also just that phrase, that like statement seems a little like
God.
seems a little weird to say. But anyway, for YouTube. But hold on. Pray for
Oh,
her.
that
My
one
husband
sounds
has a girlfriend.
interesting, actually.
What? I'm a sad
My
virgin, or
husband,
my husband has a
yeah, no,
girlfriend that I
sad.
didn't
I
know
don't give a
about?
fuck about the sad virgin.
It was a chick. Let's see. I read that one, the one with the chick. I've been with my husband for 3 years, and we have 17-month-old together. Today I found out he has a girlfriend and has been cheating on me. He's been taking her on dates while I cook, clean, and take care of our 4 dogs and our baby by myself. I don't have anyone to talk to, but I needed to tell someone. I don't need advice. I'm already gone. I just feel very alone and needed to get it off my chest.
She fucked up somehow.
Someone says, sounds like in the comments, sounds like she should have married husband material instead. Let's see. My fiance told me you're lucky I am even giving you sex. Bro, get out. I asked her why she said that to me and she can't give me an answer. I feel like something broke inside of me. I can't seem to shake it off. We're not even married and she's saying stuff like this to me. It's her body, I get it. But it's built suspicion and trust issues for me. I don't know what to do. Leave her. Leave her. That's a sign. You're going to dodge a bullet if you do. How long ago was that from? 2 hours? Leave her. It was like 2 hours ago when he posted it. So get out. Get out of that. My wife left me today.
Is that it? Yeah, this is the one I was talking about.
This is?
Yeah.
Okay. So from r/marriage, my wife left me today and this sucks. Or sorry, my wife left me today. This sucks. In the bedroom. So my partner finally told me the reason our bedroom is dead is because she doesn't love me anymore and doesn't think she ever did. I was an idea to her, but she can't do the quote domestic life and needs to be free. So she's leaving me. Left me. Or leaving. Left me. Why did okay, I don't know. She's leaving, but she left already, so she left me. Okay. And the kids, and the kids, and the kids to be free, bro. Bro, get out. She left the kids too. Oh my god, bro. I mean, at least she left him with the kids. Like, on the one hand, it's like, you know, it's kind of like that already says something about her as a woman if she left her kids. But at least you have the custody of the kids so that this bitch doesn't. Because if I had kids with this woman, I would want the custody of those kids. I am not going to give them up to her, because she's wild. But anyway, best part, this was all said over text. That is nuts. I got home with kids. Why? You heard the way I read that? We're just thinking of a video, guys.
Oh man.
Out of pocket video. I got home with kids. Let's see. Okay, so okay.
Oh man.
I got home with kids, and some of her stuff was gone. Okay. Okay, I need a break. I think I need to drink some of that lemonade. Jesus. Jesus help me.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Don't read it again.
Just you saying that. And some of her stuff was gone in her car. I'm just so confused and hurt. Like, what the heck? Who does this to someone? I'm getting a lawyer and freezing her out of our bank account. But aside from the legal shit and just personal side, I'm just flabbergasted. It's getting bad. Okay. What are your thoughts on this?
You dodged a bullet.
I mean, she already married him, or they already got married.
Yeah, but it seems like he missed out on a lot of the penalties of it.
True.
Imagine
Yeah.
paying your wife, your ex-wife or whatever, to keep up with the expensive kids just for her to
Yeah.
absolutely ruin them beyond repair.
Oh my god, dude, that's like the worst part.
Yeah.
It's like they get messed up too. You're trying to support them. I mean, you're forced to. However, their mom decides to take care of them, or if you can even call it that, you're forced to pay for that, and then they still end up fucked up. That's crazy. Yeah,
Hell yeah. Oh fuck.
yeah,
God
dude, it's
damn.
brutal out here.
I
This is brutal. Okay,
think you have it worse than me though.
dude, it's just
Surprisingly.
episodes. It's episodes. It's like it's not even like I get the cough, but once I start like just really inhaling, exhaling from that laughter, then it hits me.
The main thing for me is a neck pain. That's why I'm holding in the coughs.
Dude,
Because
it's
that
just
shit hurts like
it's
a
it won't
bitch.
it's not even neck pain for me. Beautiful mid. Who's this? I don't
Beautiful
know who that
mid.
is.
It looks like a lot of makeup.
I keep seeing this chick
No idea
on
who
the
that
side
is.
here. I think that's some OnlyFans girl, but it's an ad. Yeah, I keep seeing her in those comments. But why would she be fully clothed if it was an ad? I guess they're trying to attract people from the fully clothed. Like, maybe more people are actually inclined to click when they see a chick if she is fully clothed because they're just trying to appreciate the beauty. But then they see the OnlyFans ad and they're like, "Oh shit, here we go again."
They be preying on the innocent men.
Yeah. How do I 26M tell my girlfriend 25F why I give her less oral sex? Uh, except for one minor issue. At the beginning of the relationship, I was giving her much more oral sex than I have been for the past month. This is because I have noticed a considerable difference in her vaginal hygiene. Oh my god, making me want to do it less. Jesus.
Does that mean she's getting seconds outside of the food court?
No, well, yeah. Well, if you mean it in the sense of eating a lot of seed oils, getting
No, I
big,
meant like getting
yeah.
other satisfiers.
No, probably get being a big back.
A Big Mac?
The biggest beefsteak. Let's see. Uh, oh my god, what is that? What is that, brother? Okay, so one other thing we have, because I mean we've seen a lot of reactions to that election. We kind of got off track of that. We've seen a lot of reactions other than just, I guess, standard like women just saying like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna go shave my head and stop having sex" and all that. Like we've just seen people.
2024 is just 2016 part 2.
Yeah, exactly. But there's a video here. Oh my god, what is that? What is that, brother? Okay, well, there's a couple things that we need to see because this one hit me by surprise right now. But
British Muslim.
huh?
British Muslim is the funniest concept I can think of.
Okay,
You gonna
look.
pull it up?
Yes. Okay. You know this one? You've seen this one, right?
Yeah, yeah. Holy shit.
Do you really hate me that bad? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Have you seen that version?
No.
Okay. Yeah, it's just some chick screaming in her car, and clearly somebody put some chirps over it. I wonder if she can hear the video. I wonder if when she
Holy
plays it
shit.
back, she just hears silence. But dude, look at her face. This is like demented, man. Somebody says that mouth on that thing is terrifying.
It really is.
She like look at her there. Like that looks edited, man. That looks like, that doesn't look real.
I don't know why
See
you would
that
ever
face?
be in a state like this ever in your life.
She's like possessed. It's crazy. I mean, look at that. That looks like, that's not normal. That's not normal at all to react to things in that way. She's got to be stressed. Somebody says I feel bad for her kids if she has any. Let's see what the replies are. I can't wait.
Bad for her kids.
No rational male would decide she's worth the effort. Yeah. The mouth on that thing. Attack on Titan looking ass. Do you really hate me that bad because the whole world revolves around her? Disney remake is wild. Yeah, people compared it to the one that was like the one that got on her knees, like the lesbian one.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
This is the Disney remake. Netflix adaptation. Yeah. Anyway, I'm surprised you hadn't seen the Chirp one yet, because that one is crazy. Dude. Okay, well, what is going on here? Hold on.
Most effective form of protest you have right now that you can start immediately? Put a mask back on.
Is that to cover yourself so nobody... Yeah, somebody said, I feel like no one would be upset if she covered her face.
Stop letting them observe your face and have the side benefit of better health.
This is Rachel Maddow looking at.
Dude, it's always the ugly ones. It's like you're just doing a favor to everybody.
And protecting the rest of us in the world.
Oh, did you see the Handmaiden Tale one? Where it was like they were showing which costumes had been bought?
No, but I saw the Ryan Long video where he was talking.
Look at this.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, extra large and extra, like 3XL is the most popular size. I mean, they're doing a favor too.
Somebody's got to buy those costumes.
The boulders haven't been covering up as much as they should recently. Now, what is this, brother? Look at this.
Oh, fuck.
Hi, guys. This video has been done a few times for me.
I mean, it's not even an exaggeration. This is, well, first of all, this looks like Patrick's sister from SpongeBob. Someone said, "Chin up, old girl." Dude, it's, yeah. Peter Griffin, somebody says. How do people how do people like this exist? I've asked this question before. I don't know if I asked it on stream or if I just asked it to you when we were talking. Yeah, I did, because I was showing you some chick that liked me on Boo that had a front butt, and then some other one that looked like she was like autistic. Not to hate on autistic people for the YouTube, but it was just that it didn't look like somebody you just see on the street. And so like a lot of these people, like, they're just random people. Like, you look on the internet, you see so many weird people, It's like you'd never come across these people. Are they just hiding inside all the time? Like, how do I never
anything like that before?
Yeah.
Never seen anything like that before.
How is it possible that this many people like that exist, I mean, I know, health issues play a big role, but like, I don't know, man, to that extent, that's crazy. Someone said her complaint is next level. What were you going to say?
That one went over my head.
Next level.
Yeah,
what were you going to say?
That's why I still have Tinder. It's like eye bleach.
Oh, dude, the Bumble one that you sent us?
That was fucking crazy.
Dude, that was like Gorlock went on a winter arc. I don't know if you want to show that one.
Nah, well...
Okay. Well, it looked like Gorlock the Destroyer's head, and then a muscular man.
It was pretty... I saw it, and I was like, it looked edited almost. It was crazy.
Yeah, what is that? What am I looking at? Is that actually a chick that somehow got buff like that, but also has a face that looks crazy like that?
I don't know, dude. It's so off proportion too.
Yeah,
it looks
you wouldn't even expect the face to look like that if you're that ripped, right?
Like the Hunchback of Notre Dame, like that almost.
Like, because what we're looking at here is we're seeing a chick with a huge double chin that also looks like a male bodybuilder as far as physique goes. Like the body physique, but not the face. It's weird. It's like, how do you get that?
I have no idea.
And the physique is wild, dude. For a woman, you would never expect a woman to look like that. Is this edited?
I thought it wasn't a woman at first, but I don't.
But how would you get that face?
I don't know. Shit's wild.
Could you imagine like some guy you know is like, yeah, man, I'm gonna introduce you to my girlfriend today, and then you
Oh
just see that,
no.
and then you just see that.
I think I'd have to cut it off right there.
Dude, I think about that sometimes when I see some of these chicks on these apps. I'm like, dude, what if a guy started dating this chick and then just shows that to his friends? It's not even at that point like, bro, whatever makes you happy. It's like, dude, what the fuck? Are you okay? It's like questioning bro's sanity at that point.
Are
It's
you
like,
all right in the head? Something wrong with you?
Yeah, dude, it's like, man, how does that happen?
The fuck's the matter with
We
you?
need more skill-based matchmaking.
For
Somehow
real.
we need to figure this out.
For real.
Where, yeah, people need to get in. People need to get back into their own leagues. I feel like that's kind of went out the window. I mean, it's just, yeah, we got to do something about this. But anyway, I need a break. All right, let's check this chick out.
Because I'm struggling myself, and I know there's others that are struggling as well as of the election results currently. Why, yes, every vote still needs to be recounted and everything else. Nothing is officially, but it is official. I just want to let you all know that if you need to talk, I will be available to talk. If you want to talk to other family members or anything, have a bottle of wine, an entire bottle of wine. It's okay.
Yeah, I don't know, you might have had entire bottles of wine before. Dude, her, like, she literally has no neck. What is going on? It's like the chin is, like, moving independently of the neck. It's weird. It's like she's, like, made of, like, you know, her, like, made of, like, a jelly.
Having ice cream. Just
Man.
talk to someone, get out your coping skills, anything like that. If you want to not talk to friends or family, there is also, if you need, the crisis number, which is 988.
You need to call the crisis number over an election? Man, this is something. People really got, like, you know, fucked up over politics. I mean, this is next. I mean, this is what we're talking about with the other chick who's just screaming wildly in her car. I mean, this one obviously isn't acting as directly, like, you know, enraged, but it's another side of it. You know, it's just the aspect where they're, like, you know, at the brink, dude. It's like, what the hell? You know, my God, how do you? I don't know, man. Like, they really do something to people with this stuff.
I'm back.
Yeah.
God damn. Feels like somebody's been like fucking scraping a knife down my throat.
All right.
I like the way you scrape and you scramble, Daddy. Okay, this is just demented. This off the bat. Look at this.
Yeah, it's over for her.
I already know it's honestly going to be worse than the last one, and probably even worse than the first one from the look already.
Guys, it's time to go to bed.
Look at how wide her eyes are. Oh my God, this is scary. This is, like, actually, like, horrifying.
None of us are stressed about the election, right? We all are gonna just go have the best night's sleep of our lives, aren't we?
The pitbull licking the tears.
It's like Cartman with Scott Pennerman.
Now you got to have that baby so I can bite it.
All the enjoyment, I'm sad.
This pitbull actually seems sweet, though.
When did it end?
I'm actually starting to think the chirp actually negatively infects the pit bulls like that. To just go
I mean,
wild.
it's not baseless.
Yeah. It makes sense. Yeah, I don't know, man. They probably do live in a lot. I mean, that alone keys you into the kind of stress they're dealing with. I mean, when pit bulls don't, I mean, like, when they're, like, owned by, like, yeah. I shouldn't finish that. I shouldn't finish that.
All the enjoyment. sad again.
I'm done. I'm done.
Yo, Vector, what's up, man? It's been a while, man.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm done with you. I'm done with you and your mother and your sister. I'm just done with all of this.
Is this a dude
I-
trying to be a woman?
I don't know. I actually can't tell.
I know it's a man, like biologically speaking. You know.
He might just be really gay.
I wanted to say that quote from the doll, like giving the shush. You know what I'm talking about? The be
No.
quiet. Be quiet. You know what I'm talking about?
A black woman is
Be
speaking.
quiet, little.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I love that. Dude, I wish I could I mean, you know, there's this other man. I guess I can't go too into depth, but this other guy that we've associated with. Sometimes he'll just outright say the F word like that just on stream. No chill, dude.
Who?
Ryan Gosling.
Oh.
He'll just straight up say the F word on stream, man. Like nothing.
Is there even a rule against it?
I don't know. Like I wouldn't think that you could just say that, you know?
Yeah.
I don't
I've
think
heard
it's
other
safe.
people say it though. So that's what
Really?
I'm wondering.
I mean, I've heard people say almost anything, you know, and still I'm like, I don't know if I want to really test that. Damn, this is your mom?
It's not gonna happen. Go, Kamala.
Go Kamala. Dude, your mom's
That reminds
Going
me of
nuts.
Nikocado Avocado.
Guys, we literally don't even have to ban.
Oh my god, what's with your
Yeah,
facial structure?
Yeah, something's
You look
something's
like
off
you're
here.
from like Ratatouille or something.
I think we literally don't have to freak out right now. We don't even have to fucking we don't have to freak out. We don't have to freak out
No, is this E's sister? What's going on?
because it's not even real. Because bitch,
She's like missing half her face.
recount the vote.
Guys, I just voted, and I chose family.
Let's end this reign of terror now.
I chose family. I chose women. I chose America.
I like how he's putting it on his forehead. It's literally mind control.
Bug shaker mind control.
you.
We're moving on. I'm moving on. We're moving on.
I love all of this. Let's do it.
This guy, yeah, I almost said it.
I know, man. I know.
Oh man. What a figure.
Really? This guy?
Who is this guy?
No, I don't know who he is, but he's like a Hispanic dude. Really? You gonna cry over this?
He's probably
Since when-
gay.
Since when do Hispanic men cry over this kind of shit, dude? This is not. I was
Gay.
gonna say we, but I'm like half Hispanic. I'm not really like of the culture.
They
but
accept you. They'll accept you.
Sure, I'm gonna say it. This is not what we do.
What we do is go back.
Hey, this is not what we do, Chico, man. What you doing, bro?
Yo, even if a Mexican guy or whatever voted for Harris and then she didn't get in office, I don't imagine you'd start crying about it. You'd just be like, "Oh, that's just how it is, man."
Yeah. My cousin Ernesto, he's not gonna come in now. I actually don't understand why he would be crying like that. Is it actually like a family thing where he wanted somebody to come in, or I don't?
He's gay, bro. I'm calling it now.
Dude, this is not how Hispanic dudes act. Come on, what is
Well,
happening?
It really depends on how you define
Well,
dude.
By Bonnie.
Didn't he voted for Harris, didn't he? Or
Yeah.
you like supported her or whatever?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't say it, but you know what I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna say it.
I'm gonna say it.
Mrs. Obama, get down. Or is it? Which one was it? It was like, yeah. It was like a. You remember the Madagascar Penguins video?
Not if I got something to say about
Yeah,
it.
and I
As a matter
do.
of fact, I do.
Yes, you understand.
You're wrong.
I like the Apple Watch just being there. It's always like
Nothing like EMFs directly into your forearm.
you can always tell who's wearing the Apple Watch.
Dude, there's so many times. In the past 10 minutes, there have been so many times where I just stopped myself from saying it.
It's
Not
an
even
utter
like 5 minutes.
betrayal for anybody that is
For anybody? Is that what she said?
I have no idea.
not a cisgendered white
Man, I know you're gonna say it.
Christian.
Okay, she didn't even let her finish. I mean, it's obvious. White cisgender Christian male. Okay.
For that man, if you voted for any
Her head like looks like it's like, you know, a peanut because it kind of like shrinks in with the glasses. Look at it. Her head's like big up here and big down here, but then it kind of like shrinks inward.
Yeah.
She also looks like she's going through like a fisheye lens because of that. It's kind of
Yeah.
weird. Yeah, you need smaller glasses because it just makes your head look weird. I mean, also, you know, your eyes, your eyebrows are really far apart. It's
Fish
like,
think,
dude, you could fit a whole fucking like, you could. It's like a baseball field in between those eyebrows. Like, look at it. You got like home base down here, first, second, third. Like, I'm telling you, man, that shit's a baseball field. Okay, but yeah, and your forehead's probably big too. That's crazy.
buddy other than Kamala, and you live in one of the states that it
Oh, you voted for anybody other than Kamala. If you vote for somebody else, or if you didn't vote at all, yeah, you voted for him basically.
was, close, or if you didn't vote, fuck you.
Oh, if you didn't vote, fuck you. Yeah, okay.
Fuck you. I don't want to hear about how shitty your life gets under his policies. Live with that decision. Sit with it.
Are you saying your life has been good for the past 4 years? Like, I don't I don't understand. It's like it all was good for the past 4 years and now it's like now it's going to get bad. Now is when it gets bad.
Let it make you uncomfortable. Fuck you. All right, guys.
Okay, so we're back to the. They all have like a certain kind of face too. They definitely have higher cortisol.
not a
So-
single attractive one.
Yeah, because they all have that like cortisol face.
I'm shocked.
Ride
I'm
is
all
already
for,
done.
Our
women.
Uber
You need to
driver's
step out.
literally
That's it.
kicking us out because we made fun of him for placing a bet on
my
Kamala
God.
Harris.
See, and they look better.
Yeah, they do.
So the joke. What the
That is a
fuck?
joke. I
It's
already
not
asked you
that
guys, you
deep.
need to just step out of the car, otherwise I'm calling the cops. That's it.
That's crazy.
Oh, don't touch me. Please don't touch me.
Okay, we're just 1 mile.
Don't touch! Don't touch! Do not redeem!
Oh, just finish the
Oh
ride.
my god,
Ride
he's
is
dropping
already
us
done.
off
separate ways,
on
and
the
then we
fucking
can just.
street.
Ride is
You notice these people are just like not as like, you know, hideous. These people look normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. This guy has a lot of videos up about that.
Who is this guy?
Slightly offensive. He's Elijah Schaefer.
Mm,
You know about Elijah?
Nope.
Oh. This guy. What is this?
The plan was to
Oh,
get
that's probably gonna be copyrighted.
Linkin Park, yeah.
It's like yeah. But yeah, did you see Trump and Biden shaking hands recently? Like it was like Biden had him in the White House. And he's like, "Welcome back." He's like they're sitting down shaking hands with each other.
I didn't see it, but I heard about it, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even know he was like still in it. Like I thought he was just gone at this point. Like he in all his speeches he seems so gone, but then as soon as Trump's like won, now Biden just seems coherent again. Like what the hell? They were even saying in the like in the news, like they were talking about it, and that's why he had to step back and everything. So, and I remember just watching his stuff, like Biden stuff. Like I would actually just look at his speeches live just to see how bad it was, and it was bad. We got Rex Chance saying "lib." You talking about one of the people in the video? I don't know. I don't know who you're
He's
talking about
talking about you,
specifically.
bro.
Oh, me? I'm a lib. Yeah,
Yeah.
I must be because all those people in that video were totally just as attractive as the others. I couldn't even tell the difference between their attractiveness levels. What is attractiveness? Okay. If you voted for him, if
Him.
if you're not a cis white gender Christian male and you voted for him, don't even talk to me.
Himmler?
Himmler? Oh my god. Yeah, I guess. I'm Himmler.
Yo. I'm literally Himmler.
Okay, let's see. Oh my god. I mean, speaking of unattractive, there's just this other one I just saw on Twitter. Oh my god. Yeah, they're all so ugly. And that's not even like. There's got to be a connection, I mean, come on. Let's be real. We know, but do the viewers know? There's got to be a connection, guys. There's got to be a connection. Okay. Anyway, looks like we've talked a lot about this stuff. I thought looking at those reactions was pretty funny.
Juncker.
Why is this a thing? I'm seeing a clip saying Kai Cenat and Duke Dennis work at McDonald's to settle the streaming versus 9 to 5 debate. Why are they having a debate over streaming versus 9 to 5?
Is it like being a streamer is harder than working a 9
Yeah,
to 5?
what the hell?
Like that?
Are you telling me you'd rather work a 9 to 5 than go do it? You can do that.
Do it, please. I'll take your spot.
Not everybody that's a streamer can, or not everybody that works a 9 to 5 can just say, I'm going to go be a streamer and make money. Like, I get maybe you're like, oh, well then, see, it was hard to do it. But it's like, yeah, on a daily basis, what's harder? And I don't even think really Kai Cenat has to like stream all the time anyway. He could just be doing it when he wants to and still make money from it.
If anything, he'd build up anticipation if he's like stopped for a bit and then came back.
Yeah. Like, why would you have to just stream all the time once you make it? You have an audience. Let's see. Let's see that video real quick before we end this. All right.
I think they're doing it because of Trump.
How you doing? Welcome to Mickey D's. What you want?
Maybe.
Apple slices? Yo, this is fire, bro. There we go. How you doing?
Yeah, he's saying this is fire like it's a fun thing to do for one day.
How you doing? Welcome to McDonald's. How can I get for you? Yeah, what's going on? Welcome to McDonald's. Ooh, I'm gonna have to try that. I see at the window the total is $3.49. Thank you. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to Mickey D's. How can I take your order? Why you leaning back every time you say this?
What does this have to do with the debate? You're not working like I mean, are you working a whole shift even? Or are you just doing this the whole time?
McDonald's. I would stop going to this McDonald's if I had with this.
Getting busy, bro. We getting customers.
Would you even like pull up to the window or we just pull away?
I already paid for it, so probably.
Oh, well, I'm just saying if that's what because he's taking their orders. Oh, because you would do it like prepaid.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bro, hey, yeah, what's up? Welcome to McDonald's.
Bro did not just say what's up in 2024.
Oh, man.
How can I take your order? Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a great day.
I'm not even completely familiar with Duke Dennis.
I thought that was a KKK guy.
Isn't it? Actually,
right?
You might have a point there. Actually,
is that who he was arguing with?
No, it's the guy that's with him. But I see what your point is from the sound of it.
Just some.
Hold on.
Oh man.
Well, the weird part of it is. Yeah, it's the guy, but what's even weirder is he has a lightning bolt in his Instagram name. It's the black guy, but that's even weirder. Did he just like race swap? What's going on? What was that guy's name though? Yeah, what was that guy's name? Oh, David Duke. Yeah, Duke Dennis. You had me for a second. I was like, Dennis doesn't sound right, but Duke does.
Right.
And it did sound right with the 2 Ds. Pause. All right, let's see what's going on with the this debate because who's gonna explain it? Yeah, Yeah, somebody said the worst part about working a low-wage job isn't the work; it's having to go back over and over, and not having a choice to go back, or not having a choice to until another opportunity arises. First day of work can be kind of fun. Now try it for a few weeks. LOL. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I was gonna say even one day of that isn't the worst thing in the world.
Of course, Kai would be talking like that and having fun, saying whatever he wanted to through the drive-through. I don't think he'd be so happy if he needed to follow rules and talk how they're supposed to talk. Yeah, feels like he's laughing at the workers who do this for a living. He's treating it like a game.
I mean, it is for him.
This doesn't settle shit. Don't they both have $1 million in the bank? Oh, Kai has 365,000 Twitch subs. Yeah, if everybody donated $1 a month, or even if just a good amount of them donated twice that, $2, or if a quarter of them donated $4 a month, or if you could keep going down a little bit here, but point being, he gets enough money to where he probably does have more than that in the bank.
What?
What?
You saw that?
Come inside next time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what? I don't even understand. Yeah, the fact that they can do this, or somebody can just react to this and call it content and possibly get paid, is enough to say streaming is easier than 9 to 5. Yep. So who was on what side? I don't understand. Was Kai the one saying that it's
both on the same side?
Somebody said this.
Oh, I've seen that. I've seen that before.
This chick?
Yeah.
Don't click her profile.
No, not that one. The one below it.
Oh. All right.
You have an OnlyFans? That's what I was talking about.
Oh my god, I'm like so close to scrolling on something I shouldn't be. Oh my god. I'm going to stop sharing and see if it was Let's see. I'm going to watch that video independently right. No, she cuts it off. But it's really bad. I mean, she's like Yeah. Okay. Just wanted to see. What's that hat? She has a Five Guys hat on.
So over for Five Guys.
9 to 5s are, she says 9 to 5s are terrible. I got fired after I made my Five Guys video for free.
Yo. Vultures,
for my free
bro.
OF.
Vultures.
Dude, like they're in every comment section. somebody told her right below, like, go back to it. And then it's like somebody falling asleep. It's like a bunch of like black guys on a plane falling asleep. I guess he's bored of it. Yeah, somebody's saying that they should have been giving the same rules as the employees. But yeah, then it wouldn't be
They're not
content.
going to do that anyway.
It wouldn't be content.
Yeah.
And the McDonald's wouldn't get as much money from it. Because they'd be like, oh, you guys are making boring content. Somebody is like, love how Kai and Duke are flipping the script. Sometimes it's all about showing both sides of the hustle.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you could tell where that's coming from. Yeah, somebody said they would have to do this. I'm not even showing it anymore just so I don't stumble upon anything, but I'm still reading. Somebody said they would have to rent an apartment together, do this for 3 to 4 months while only relying on the money they get from this job to pay for that rent and other necessities for them to even begin to understand how it feels. One day labor, then next day rich doesn't show shit. Yeah. Yeah. It's true.
Soul crushing.
Yeah. I remember just today I was seeing some guy who was talking about his day-to-day, and like he shows the video. I don't know if I can find it at this point, but have you seen this? It's like a guy showing his day-to-day, and it's like he's like, yeah, I wake up, go to the office, go back home for lunch, walk my dog, come back home after work, walk my dog, exercise, watch TV, eat food, go to sleep, go back. And he says he likes it, And then there are people saying basically like, oh, well, this is stability. This is like financial security. He makes good money. He gets home while it's still like bright outside because he gets home. I mean, it's still like close to 5, but it's home at like 4:30 maybe or 5. and then they're like, oh well, this is exactly what I want these days. Not ever, or I guess they're just trying to make the point of like, oh, and people, they make that same point. Oh, people from other countries would fight for this opportunity. So I mean, there's that, I guess, but yeah, doesn't change the fact that it really looks empty when you look at the video. I think people that say that, they probably just don't have much more that they think there is to anything. Like they really just think that's like an end goal where it's like, yeah, you just make decent money and you have your own place and that's it. That's all you need. You can do the same thing every day for the rest of your life. I guess because they're already used to that feeling of like high serotonin where it's like, if it happens to them, they don't even feel any different,
Yeah, they're drones.
Yeah. So you're in that. It's harder to be a drone when you have like lower serotonin, higher dopamine. Like, how do you even do that at that point? You can't stay still. You can't do that. So I mean, even though like, yeah, you could frame and we were talking about this before with like ADHD. You can frame it as like an energy issue because it does take a lot of energy to sit still and focus. But even so, it's like if you had that much energy, would you really want to be doing this work to begin with?
Probably not.
Yeah, would that feel like something, it'd have to be something that you're passionate about, And I don't know. I just can't see spreadsheeting being something that people are passionate about.
Apparently your boy is into it.
Yeah, from a while back.
You don't talk to him anymore?
Call back. I haven't talked to him now. Yeah.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, that kind of work sucks, in my opinion. Even that, like, I think that's probably some of the worst stuff you could do, because there's levels to it, of course, where it's like that is just grueling. Like I'd rather do manual labor, which manual labor to me is like actually not as bad as that.
I don't know if I can do that. But you got anything else?
No, I don't. Hold on one second.
All right. Fuck. So you guys like sports? Fuck. Well, this has been another
Oh yeah, one thing I want to say. So we were at that after party, and then like what I found funny was I needed to spit because of the sickness, and there was like this like you know where I'm going with this? There was like this like pile of like rocks around the trees that they had. I would like spit in the rocks. So I gotta give him that rock too. Spit on the rocks. I was telling you also, I was like, the funny thing is we were like we were hanging before I guess we went back in, and like I was thinking like, what if you just ask people, because there were like people walking around. It's like, what if you just ask random people like these days after it's been out for so long, like, have you heard of Hawk Tua? Like it's like some new thing that you're in on.
Yeah.
I think that would make for like a good like what if you did like Impractical Jokers but like at clubs, and then you just did that.
That could work, actually.
You just started asking questions like that instead of the interviews where it's like they're just asking about like, oh, what would you do like if your girl had sex with like a black man or something, like stuff like that, like those hypotheticals that they'll do outside of clubs, like the one where Hawk Tua originated, like that kind of thing, like how do you satisfy a man or something like that, like those kind of nonsense NPC questions where it's like, oh, it's sex talk all the time, Instead you have like prank videos where, I mean, there was that one guy, the one who's like, he asks people those like weird questions and he puts like an alien filter over it. You know who I'm talking about? It's like Kyle something. And he's like, yeah, what do you think of like the salt mines on Kepler 6? Like, do you think the plutonians are making enough wage? Yeah. Do you think $5 million is a good wage? And then somebody's like, I guess it matters how long a day is on that planet. And like people like be so drunk that they'll start like answering for real. And he's also done videos where he has like people eat like food as quick as possible. Like he had a guy eat a McChicken and drink a Red Bull as quick as he could for money. Like it was like
Fuck, I'd do that.
Well, it was a McChicken. But he gives you, like-
Temporarily.
yeah,
You
I
gotta
guess
suffer for the money.
I think it was like $100 too. I mean, the McChicken helps, or the Red Bull helps with the McChicken, but yeah, pretty good deal, $100. And he would also race people to eat like a whole orange. He's like, if you can eat this whole orange quicker than me, I'll give you this money. But then he just puts the whole orange in his mouth and eats it, like the peel and all.
Peel and all.
Yeah.
God damn.
Because the other guy's working on
Monster.
peeling. He's like, I'll just eat it, and then the other guy decides to eat it too.
Did he win?
I think he actually ended up winning still. I don't know if he won that one, but he does like he does kind of like lose a lot. He does end up paying because people will do the challenge. Like there'll be somebody that does it and wins. Yeah, see, like stuff like that's good content. That's better than the just like sort of regular questions. I'm dying. Yeah, so I don't know. There's potential there. I think if you do some like out of pocket stuff, I think there could definitely be content with that, like more than just even the challenges. You could just start like feeding each other, like the stuff Practical Jokers does, where they like feed each other lines on the spot. You could have somebody else on a radio or something. I don't know if you've seen Ross Creations, but he does stuff like it's just out in the day, but he does stuff like that where it's like he pranks people. And he's pretty good at it still, but he'll like have like, you know, honk to let the crazy man out of my trunk. And if the person behind him honks, he like opens the trunk and it's some guy in a straight jacket that runs out of the car. Or he'll be like, I forgot what the other one was. There was something like where if you, I guess they were like sitting at, I don't know if they were like sitting at a red light and then once it turns green, they don't go. And then the guy behind him like honks. So then they start spraying him with like water guns or something. I think it was. I forgot how it went. There was one where it was like honk for Jesus. I think you probably saw that one. And like Jesus, like some guy dressed as Jesus comes out of the trunk. It was pretty funny. And then there was one. I guess I'll give this as like the last one that was kind of funny. He has a lot of like different.
Kinda yapping, bro.
He has a lot of like different ones that are interesting, like because it's good premises. I'm saying the point is having a premise, you know, having like a really comedic.
This has been another stream of the official podcast of the podcast ever.
Hold on. I'm the one that ends this. Boy.
I don't think that's true. Like
I'm
pretty sure I've ended it more times than that.
So here's the thing. Here's what he does. He has a guy dress up as a homeless guy outside of a restaurant asking for money. And then what he has is the guy changes clothes and becomes the server for the people that go into the restaurant. The same homeless guy.
That's it.
It's pretty funny. It's a good premise.
All right, this has been another stream of the podcast
ever. You know what, Greg?
Be sure to subscribe, leave a like.
Greg? I don't appreciate your tone. I really don't appreciate your tone, Greg.
We'll get back to you in the next one.
Guys, don't listen to what Greg says. We will get back into you in the next one. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, this has been the podcast.
Ever.
The podcast ever. Boom! Podcast ever.